You
I
gotta
don't know.
drink.
I think the regular, what everybody thinks is the staple of beer flavor, Bud Light, I think it would drive me away from beer more than what I was drinking.
For sure, for
I'm
sure.
with you on that.
Welcome.
And we
Welcome,
allow-
everybody, to the 134th edition of the Home Theater Hub. And as you can see, we have a returning guest, fully bearded,
Fully
Mr.
bearded.
Adrian. What's going on, man? How you been?
Doing good. Really good.
Adrian
All
from
is-
Upscaled. Thanks for joining us.
I thought that was a green screen beard.
No, it is. Yeah. Look, your cheeks are getting water when you pull it. It's real.
green screen beard.
Yeah, I
Man,
just
man.
didn't. The Christmas time, I wasn't at the. I worked from home for 2 weeks, and I had 2 weeks off, and I didn't shave, and I was like, I never been like a beard guy, but I just went with it, and my wife didn't tell me to shave it off, so
Yeah.
my daughter was more against it, but now I think she's finally gotten used to it. So
Yeah,
all is well.
when you go to shave it off, they're going to tell you no, don't do it, right?
Yeah, they're gonna tell me to grow it back, but
Mhm.
I think it's aged me appropriately. I look like a gentleman, you could say, with
I
a little
hear you.
more.
I keep going back to the pictures of me, no mustache, no beard. And I'm like, damn, I look a lot younger in there. I'm wondering if I should try to take some of these years off of me.
I hear you.
But thanks for joining us today. And hey, thanks for reaching out the other day about, Kaleidoscape and
Yeah.
everything else. So really appreciate you joining us today. So how was your week,
Tom?
Mike?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It was good. The focus on my camera is pissing me off really
I
bad.
look
can see
great.
it is going in and out a little bit. It's
Oh,
not,
I see. Yeah, you look fine. But
it's not crispy like it normally is.
Yeah, it's annoying me. I just because I've been moving a lot of things around, trying to migrate to this Mac Mini. So I may have touched something I wasn't supposed to or something, but we'll be fine. But yeah, so far so good. It's been a busy week, but a good one.
Good. Glad to hear.
Yep.
What about you, Paul? How was your week, sir?
It's good. Busy.
busy's good.
That's about the same with me. I've been out in the field all week working. Monday started off great. One of my employees, we were drilling for termites around a commercial building, and one of my employees hit a main water pipe.
Oh.
So it started just bubbling, and by the time they decided to shut the water off 3 hours later, that it was probably about a 7-foot spout coming out of there. So
it was like a Super Mario movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Remember
So and then I got a bill from the plumber, right? That the building called. They literally sat in their truck from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, turned the nozzle. They opened the pavement up and literally cut about an inch out of the pipe. And that took them about 20 minutes to do. And they didn't have the pipe, being a plumber. So they tried to send me a bill for like $6,000, and I laughed at them. You're a plumber that comes without materials, and you sit there for 3 hours, and you expect me to pay you for doing absolutely nothing? Absolutely not.
They didn't fix the problem, or
they did fix the problem, but I mean, it just they tried to bill me for 10 hours for 3 guys, and I was like, yeah.
A competent person might have done it in a third of the time or something, or
for sure. Yeah. But happy that it got fixed, especially for the customer. But anyway, so yeah, that's how my Monday morning started off at 9 a.m. So yeah, Jessica, you are correct. Call before you dig, for sure. However, I've probably done about 100 of these, drill outs, and maybe even more than that. But commercially, probably a little bit about 100, and I think we've only hit 2 pipes. So, but yeah, that is the lesson learned. We we're not doing it ever again before we mark it out. So for sure. So, but yeah. So how about you, Adrian? How was your week, sir?
Can't complain. I'm working. I had a sort of a half day at work, you could say. This, it's a summer thing that they do at my job. So they gave us sort of like an early release, and I basically, so I did the inverse. I like worked in the I like took it off in the morning and then worked the afternoon. But
Okay.
I did it from home, so I spent the whole morning just filming stuff.
That's cool.
Basically, that's all I did the whole morning.
So what are you working on? You working on channel stuff, or what are you working on?
Yeah, I have. I've been, I sort of, the last time we spoke, I sort of like I've told you that I was sort of done with the theater, and I really haven't touched it, and I still haven't touched it because I felt very content with where it is.
Mhm.
And so my focus went over to the other room, like my music room. And I've always had like I've had a vintage Macintosh system for many years, over a decade. I guess my dad gave it to me a lot, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And I've always wanted one with the meters, with the blue meters. So I upgraded the amp, got like an MC302, 300 watts per channel, beautiful amp. Made a video about it, and now that I upgraded the amp, I was like, okay, I got to get the preamp. So I just got the C47, which is, again, I bought the stuff secondhand, and I just finished filming that video. Still, I have a huge backlog. You just put it that way.
Yeah, I'm
man.
just noticing that,
I have backlogs of backlogs.
No, but like I have stuff filmed that I just haven't edited, and I'm just adding to that, and that's all. I mean, I'm doing a video about. I filmed a video about how. Well, the other day I was I was trying to rip a movie, like a 4K Blu-ray. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you. Oh yeah, oh my God, yes, and the $2 million stereo system that I got to tour. That's a first for my channel. That I rushed that on. I did that as fast as I possibly could because I'd never seen anything like it. That is legit a $2 million setup. I mean, what you see in the picture is pretty much that.
I've got to apologize to you because I don't understand. I'm subscribed. I don't know why I'm not getting. Oh, it doesn't say all.
That's
probably
YouTube.
Yeah, so I owe you some views, man, because
don't worry about it.
I'm like, geez, I used to, or I'm just realizing that I haven't been prompted for your stuff, because I used to watch your stuff all the time.
It's YouTube is all about ups and downs, in a lot of downs, and it's not. I do it because I like doing it. And it's not a money maker, really. It's enough to maybe pay our cell phone bill and our cable bill.
Okay.
And that's it. And not much more. It's more a hobby. It's not a business. It's just.
Yeah, but still, I apologize because, like I said, I just thought about it, and I'm like, geez, you know what? I haven't watched one of your videos in a while, and I pulled it up to see what you've been working on, and I'm like, geez, there's a bunch of stuff.
Look at that video, like the one I spent so much on that stupid. They sent me like a free record player, and I thought it was cool, honestly. And it's got like 500 and something views. It's like, and I spent. That's the thing. You spend. You can spend 6 hours on a video. It's not even 1,000. Doesn't even crack 1,000. You know, and then I'll spend 2 hours on another video, and it does pretty good. So I don't know.
Just the Sofa Baton got 9K.
Yeah, the Sofa Baton. They keep contacting me, so I'll send you the new one. I'm like, okay. I just don't. I don't. The U3 was okay. It's good. It's not what I would consider. It was probably not for us. It's not meant for us. Let's just put it that way. It did work, but it's not what we would call.
The X2 is where it's at. The U3 is just good. For. Yeah.
I don't really use. I still have my harmonies, but I don't. And I have Control 4 and pretty much most of my TVs, so I don't. I still have it, and I still have it programmed to do a couple of things in the theater, but I just don't. I don't. And the thing is, I've already spent so much time on my harmonies getting them just right that it's just hard for me to like redo everything.
I
And it's
haven't. I
not that it's
haven't.
hard. It's just, because
Yeah.
even if you get it, to get it just right just takes time, even with the harmony, which is, arguably one of the better ones. And the X2 isn't bad.
Yeah, I haven't touched my harmony since I started using the X2.
It is a beautiful piece, really. It is nice. And every time I look at it, I'm like, damn, I really gotta get this thing going. And I just gotta choose a room to put it in. I'm like thinking, the theater is Control 4, so that's not, doesn't make sense. I might put it in my office.
Yeah, I tied it into Home Assistant, and it's just on
Yeah, I've heard.
steroids. It's on steroids now.
They did a really good job,
Great.
honestly. They did a really good job, and I gotta hand it to them. And
Yep.
Logitech pulled out of the market, but they really. Oh, okay. That's got a question.
That's
A comment.
that's a comment.
That's a
Chuck
comment,
Chuck
okay.
Chuck is saying you're bringing back the widow's peak.
Oh yeah. Cool.
There is something here for you, Adrian. Since you're doing content with your home theater, do you use it more or less time? Let's see. Since you're doing content with your home theater,
So do you not use your theater?
I do.
because you
Yeah,
spend
I
a lot
use
of
it.
time
I'm not.
filming it and
To be
talking about it?
honest,
Yeah.
I use it at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Man,
I'll watch.
you are
my
much
movie
better
watching.
than me.
I used to be like. I used to watch like 3 to 5 movies a week, and
Damn.
yeah, and now it's just getting harder because my daughter stays up later and she always wants to hang out, and it's just hard for me to like. I don't want to leave her room, and we always have this prolonged like bedtime routine, and one day she's not going to want me in there anymore, and she's like going on 12.
yeah,
So so I got to take advantage.
family first, man. Family first, all the time. That's what I
Absolutely.
always preach.
I do watch. I think I try to fit in a movie in the middle of the week and at least one in the weekend. And me and my wife tend to watch like a show or something on Fridays. We're watching that Shrinking show right now. I don't know if you've heard of it, with Harrison Ford on Apple TV. The Apple TV.
What is it
Shrinking?
called?
It's called
Shrinking. Oh yeah,
It's with Jason.
I started
Segel.
watching that a while back. Yeah, and then
It's an older show. It's like on the 3rd season. And
yeah.
she's just like uplifting, heart, lighthearted kind of comedy. She doesn't like anything too dark or.
So let me ask you this, because I'm in that stage now too, right? My son's going to be turning 7 on the 28th of this month. So it's like, how far do you let her go with watching movies, right? Do you let her go to rated R movies?
No.
Do you let her? Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now we're like, if it's PG-13, I typically watch it first to see if it's cool. Because sometimes it's rated PG-13, but there may be a little too much violence and stuff.
Yeah, see, like I can remember my dad let me watch Porky's,
I
way
saw it
back in the
too.
day,
I saw
Fast Times at
everything,
Richmond
man.
High, all that stuff when I was super young, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Who doesn't like Porky's?
so yeah, I remember watching all that.
Oh, and Meatballs. Remember Meatballs? Like it
Uh-huh.
was like the camp show, the camp movie.
For sure.
Remember? You guys remember Meatballs?
For
I
sure,
think
for
I
sure,
saw it.
man. Yeah, no, I just was curious because like I was watching what's the late Fire and Ash, right? With the Avatar. And my son, my son was in there, right? And
I think that one's fine.
it came to a scene where the kid put the gun to his head, and I was like, "Whoa, let me turn this off." You know what I mean? So it was
for my
kinda,
daughter, it's cool. But
Yeah.
maybe the 7-year-old, I'd be like, yeah.
yeah. Luckily he wasn't paying attention at the time. He was jumping around like a crazy person. But yeah, it's so. But yeah, no, it's like, okay, I got to be careful what I
Yeah.
let him watch, So
Sure.
and sometimes I just sitting there watching stuff, not conscious about what it actually is, and then I'm like, oh crap, I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, I think growing up, the only movies we went out there and acted was just wrestling, right? But every other movie we watched, we were kind of smart enough
Oh, Kung
not
Fu.
to want to try it. Yeah, but wrestling, kung fu, we tried that stuff on our siblings and out
Dude,
there.
I was lighting
kids
cars
these
on
days,
fire,
man.
pushing them down the street, blowing them up with firecrackers. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
kids
I did-
these days, man, they
I
might
did
take
go
your
through
car
like
on
a
a jolly ride.
pyromaniac phase myself, so a little bit, but not. Just I would try to light things on fire, like in the park or something.
Mhm.
We still got to keep an eye on you guys. Then
Yeah.
you might just snap one of these days.
You watch a couple episodes of like Knight Rider or something like that, and you're out there trying
Like
to
all night. Yeah, they'll
reenact it.
steal your dad's car, man. and Try
Yeah.
to jump over a bridge with it.
Dukes of Hazzard. Everybody watched Dukes of Hazzard, right? So yeah. No, I was just curious, because obviously, some of these movies, even like Shrek, right? If you think about it, Shrek is very adult humor driven.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
not for
mean?
kids, man.
No.
I mean, it kind of might go over the heads of
Right.
the kids, but oh yeah, absolutely.
They there's a scene where I guess they pull the guy over and they're searching him for weed or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, the cops. Yeah. There's a-
So yeah, it's adult humor. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. But yeah, no, I was just curious about that, about how far you allow the
Yeah, that's the challenge.
what are the boundaries? You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean,
That's the challenge I've had with
we
them.
saw last weekend. We saw Legally Blonde, and it's PG-13. I mean, there's certainly there's some scenes where the word sex is used or whatever, and we just watched it anyway. And I just hoped that there wasn't a question,
Right.
and it was all good. My 7-year-old was in there too, and she didn't really care. I think so.
yeah,
It's a cute. She's like all dressed in pink, and she's
for
trying.
sure.
She's in law school, so it's actually not too bad. I mean,
yeah. No, Legally Blonde's not bad.
no, I think
So, but yeah, man. No, So speaking of what you're allowing people to watch, Paul, were you able to partake in any movies this week?
I was able to take in a couple, and Jessica
I'm
literally just
glad.
messaged me before I got on the show saying, "What did we watch?" She's the one forgetting
she's the one that
now.
forgot. Okay.
Yeah, she's been forgetting the last couple times. That
I'm glad you did because I did not, and I'm sorry about it. Did
I
not
was
get a
able to
chance.
take in. Let me try to remember older ones. Madam Web,
okay.
Oh,
I saw it.
okay.
which
Yeah.
a lot of people said for some reason that's one of those ones that everybody said sucked,
Yeah,
and I was like, it was
it was
decent.
okay.
It
It was-
the
I've seen
it
worse
was-
movies.
it was actually really good, except the end where the way it's almost like the last 5 minutes of the movie they were just like, okay, we ran out of budget, wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
But the storyline and the character building was actually all really good. The ending, I was like, okay, yeah, if you're judging it just based on how they just ended it,
Sydney
which it wasn't like
Sweeney.
a bad like ending per se, but it was just like, I don't know, it just seemed like everything was like one take. Okay, let's just do this, blah blah blah, get it over with type of deal. But
Well,
other than
I mean,
that, it was pretty
It's got
decent.
Sydney Sweeney in it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good
Pretty good
5. It
cast,
was a good it was a good 5 on the 10 scale for me.
well,
Sure.
IMDb's
it.
got it at 4.1 and Rotten Tomatoes at 10%. That's
10%.
almost homework worthy.
Yeah, that is right, dude.
Yeah.
It's not even close to homework. It's not even close.
So
It's
Adrian,
not even close to homework.
Yeah.
when we say homework worthy,
Yeah.
we've been on a task to watch extremely bad movies. Right? So we Paul
But it has
actually
to be actually bad. It
Yeah,
can't
it's gotta be
How
like
bad it's
really-
good or just bad?
bad.
Oh, bad.
like not
hell did I
even
just
bad.
do?
It's good. It has to be just bad.
So there's
Yeah,
one
it
that
has
we
to be
watched
like,
called
oh my God.
Tiptoes.
Yeah.
And it literally had a 2-point rating on IMDb and like 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it became homework for all of us to watch because it was just that awful. And then Ike came up with Pirates.
Oh, he beat mine all to hell.
The Curse of the Tide or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Captain
the worst
Hook.
movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Captain Hook. So when we find these movies, we make it
Okay.
homework for all of us to watch these movies together. That's why I say this one at 10% Rotten Tomatoes almost makes it homework worthy.
No, I've
watch
seen
it.
Madam
I
Web.
watched
It's
it,
not.
and
It's not that
Is
bad.
there a threshold?
Not homework worthy. at
Yeah,
all.
it's not. It's
I-
not that bad.
It's
Madam
not that
Web.
bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's a big budget, semi-big. Yeah, I mean, I got through it. I mean,
Okay.
you know, it was okay.
Yep.
So when the first question said, "Why does it flop?" Something's wrong. $80 million budget. Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was actually that's like these days it's like a mid-tier budget film.
Right. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
2024 though. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was really good. That everything just flowed well. It was just the wrap up of the movie was just so cheesy and silly and
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like one take, like, oh, like, okay. I can't even say what it is.
They marketed it as something that it really wasn't. You know,
Like a
Yeah.
Lady
they
Spider-Man.
marketed it as a superhero movie, and it honestly was not. You know,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
think of it as like a Lady Spider-Man, basically.
Hey, just like the
Not
curse,
even.
the
I mean,
curse
there
of
was
the
no
tides.
fighters.
I
There
thought
was no
Pirates of the Caribbean. So
all she had was some kind of power. I don't even remember, honestly. I don't. It was like a.
Yeah.
Nick-
It wasn't a Spider-Man-ish movie at all.
All
Yeah,
right, very good. What else did you? What else were you able to partake in this week?
Well, I think I heard about it once, and for some reason, I ended up getting it because I was like, wait, I haven't seen this yet. I watched Solo, the Star Wars.
Oh, that's pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Now, someone said it sucked. Like even
No, it's
after
pretty
I watched
good.
it. I really
Solo
liked
sucked?
it. That's a 7 for me. I really like that.
I think it's underrated as far as the second.
I don't know why people
the
wouldn't
Disney
like it.
ones.
I can
mean,
I
it's
can
no-
see some of the actors not being like your era or something like that, and it throwing people off. I can see that,
who? Emilia Clarke or
Yeah.
Donald Glover?
just
Who else?
actors, the actors in
Those are like
general,
top
right?
actors, man.
Because think about it, people that are associating Han Solo, they associated that name with one person,
Yeah.
and unless that person has that exact charisma, it can throw people off. So I get that, but I didn't have that problem. I just watched it as, oh, okay, yeah, this is the making of. He probably, wouldn't have the same mannerisms, younger as he does as an older gentleman. So it was a really good movie. I really liked it. I love this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Well, you rated it a 7. It's rated a 6.9 on IMDb. So I've not seen it. I still have to finish out my Star Wars.
Yeah.
let me show
marathon.
You got a
my-
long way to
Let
go.
me show you my license plate on my Mustang. Let me see if you can
All
see
right,
it.
let me go in tighter on what you got here.
Oh, it's,
Ah.
Oh.
it's inverted, but you can see.
There
Yeah,
you
we
go.
see you. We definitely see it.
Yeah, we see it. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you
Yeah.
really love it.
So if you liked it, that means I had a legitimate reason.
Well, that
to like it.
I didn't. Well, the license plate is because Han Solo character is the best character of all time.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, So, and well, I also have I've actually have 3 cars, and I have Luke Skywalker in one, and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the so 3 license plates.
So you are a huge Star Wars fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would be more critical than your average person then.
No, I mean,
generally.
I as far as far as the Disney movies, I found enjoyment in all of them. Some enjoyment, You know, I'm not the kind of guy, for me, like a movie just needs to entertain me. I'm not asking for a master to be like for Schindler's List or like Citizen Kane every time.
Right.
I don't need like dramatic catharsis every time. I just want to be entertained. And
That's
fun.
the way I am. But
Yeah.
you know, The Cursed Tides was not entertaining.
Okay.
So
Some
let me,
movies are just like, oh
Hey,
god.
just a second. Hey, John, you can still join us, okay?
yeah, that's what I just
Yeah,
said.
Adrian
Yeah.
is not doing a tour. He's just hanging
Yeah.
out with
No,
us.
I'm
so
not. I'm sorry.
Come on,
And,
come.
he's
come
actually
join
got
us.
a hard
Yeah,
cutoff
in
at-
about
at
30
like
minutes.
10.
I gotta split.
We got time, so come on. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we just wrapped up. That was the only 2 movies that I was able to watch. Now, Jessica should come on because she watched without me.
ooh, there's
because-
fighting words already.
No, she watches a lot of stuff without me. Because I like to sleep in, and
okay.
she gets up at like 6 a.m. on the weekends, and I'm like, F that.
So the question is, does she go full surround sound while you're sleeping?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
have good sound isolation. The only thing is if it's it would have to be she doesn't turn it up to reference. She's like listening at like negative 30 at the highest
come on,
volume.
Jessica.
So
Come on.
but even then there are some
You
movies
got to get
that
it to 0, Jessica.
there are
20.
some movies that it's like there's nothing stopping the bass. Like,
Right, for sure.
It's like, oh, I'm like, oh, she must be watching the action movie. Like Jesus. But most of the time I don't even hear that. So
You're a heavy sleeper then.
yeah.
So what did she watch? We're gonna put her title up there.
Yep. She commented in there.
Let me see what she says because I'm on the other page.
I was gonna say I watched Obsession.
Okay.
Last
All
weekend
right.
I watched Obsession
So since that makes
2.
3 of us that
Yeah.
watched Obsession.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came up
all
on.
right.
It was on what, on Kaleidoscape last week.
Yeah, came out last week. One
yeah,
of the
I bought it. You know, I wanted to see what all the hype was all about, and
It's horror, right?
it was.
so you
Yeah.
they say it's horror, but it's not horror.
It's
You-
not horror.
It's not-
It's
It's
more
psychological.
Of a
It's a
thriller. Yeah,
psychological
thriller, and
sli-
that's
with a little bit of horror. Little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
look, I mean, there's one scene that there's some gore, and one scene that it may jump scare you one time, but
No,
if you can remember the car scene, I don't know if you remember that, but
yeah, yes, I do. Of course.
But
With the steering wheel?
yeah. But so, other than that, if you're perfectly fine to watch this one, Ike, it's not going to.
Okay.
It's not
What they
going.
did, honestly,
you won't need your blanket for this one. you know?
after I watched
Okay.
the movie, I found out what they
Because I always got my blanket.
and
handy.
that changed my outlook on the movie. Honestly, it was they spent $600,000 on it, I think,
Yeah,
to make it.
exactly. No, it.
So I when I heard that, I was like, oh my god, it's like a masterpiece. Honestly,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
what they did
Stadio.
for $600,000 is very good. Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
this one and Backdoor, right?
I haven't seen them. Yeah,
I haven't seen Backdoor yet either, but
Backdoor sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah,
all
Sounds
day
like-
long.
Sounds
No,
like
Just,
something
no,
else.
saying,
Dog's
that
Collection.
sounds like the scariest movie made.
I don't even know if I want to look it up.
Right?
It's
That might-
not even Backdoor. It's
That-
Backdoor.
search
Yeah, don't
history
do
That
will
might
last
just
you
be one of
forever.
Adrian and Don's favorite movie that
No,
just slipped out.
it's Back Rooms,
Back Rooms. Yes, that's
Back rooms, yeah.
not
great
Backdoor. I apologize.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, well,
like
that's
that.
totally different. Yeah, I would watch that one.
Thank you.
Well, we know what Don's been up to.
now this one looks like a budget. It has a budget.
Don't
This
do
guy
their
is
thumb out.
famous.
No.
Ooh.
Freudian slip there.
Yeah, I did a drink right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, this one I purchased, so that's next on the list to watch. But there are these two, Obsession and Back Rooms, were going head to head,
They're like twin movies.
right? For like the least amount of budget, but making the most money in the theaters for
Yeah.
this summertime. So yeah,
They're up there.
this one just came out, and I've been like tracking for Toy Story 5. My son, we went to see Toy Story 5 on Father's Day, and my
Yeah,
son's
we
been
saw it too.
well, they've been wanting to see he's been wanting to see Toy Story 5. So I kind of like asked Google when it would be coming out on digital, and it's saying probably not even until the end of August for Toy Story 5. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to follow that for
Yeah, they
a
really
couple weeks.
gotta. I'm actually I'm in favor of extending the theater. You know, let movies stay out longer. I know it's not good for us, man, but
You know what though? I mean, look, if they would allow me to watch like and I want to get to this too. If they would allow me to watch what's the new one that just came out now? The Christopher Nolan movie,
Oh yeah, the Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Look, if they would say you could have it today for $100 opening day,
Oh,
I'd
I
buy
would
it.
consider it.
I would buy it, right? I would buy it. It wouldn't be a question, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
even
have
if
to
it's
think about it for $100. I would do 50 for sure.
well, I mean, you're going to spend that much in the theater anyway. You got if you take your family of 3, 4, whatever it is,
Mm.
you're going to spend that much in the theater anyway, right? Um,
Yeah.
I am actually looking
Yeah.
at going to see that movie in 70 millimeter. They have a theater here in Florida with the 70 millimeter IMAX film.
Oh, nice.
And I've been watching a lot on how they've actually made that movie. There's an 8 o'clock showing on Monday morning that I might be a little under the weather. So I might need a personal day for that day. But there's an 8 o'clock showing, 8 o'clock in the morning showing that I'm really thinking about going to Monday morning. The rest of the week is all the rest of the days are all sold out. But I've been
Might be
watching
Tuesday.
like videos on how that movie was made, and every cutscene is spliced by hand, but by a human on this for this particular movie, and it's just crazy. I don't know if I can. Let me see something here. See if I can share this.
The old school way.
So let's see. Yeah. So this was like a 70. This was 60 minutes, right? So basically, you could see the guy splicing this film, by hand, gluing it together. I don't want to get too much of a copyright. I don't know if we're going to get a copyright strike here from 60 minutes, but
You will get a copyright strike. Trust me.
but this shows like this shows how they make the IMAX cameras and stuff like that. All this was on. I pulled this off from TikTok, but yeah, they showed like how they used a mirror because the camera was so big and so loud that they had to use a mirror to get the actors to talk to each other and stuff. So I don't know if you guys have let's see here, have done any research on this one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They literally pulled. I didn't send the link. I sent the wrong link. I sent two of the same link. But they showed for the 70 millimeter film, it had to come off on a pallet. Is how big the reels were and everything else like that. Just to get it into the production room, it was like 400 pounds worth of film or
Damn.
something like that. It was just crazy on how much actual film is used for each one of those. Let me see if I can go back here.
Yeah, the thing about film projection is you got to get in early because every time they play the thing, it degrades. So it's sort of so.
That's true. That is true too.
So if
But
you
yeah,
want-
they were showing how how they did like the whole coloring of it and everything else. Just super interesting, that I mean, it's making me want to go see the movie just from the process of what it took to make this movie.
I mean, it's been universally like reviewed really, really well. So,
Oh, really?
oh yeah, it's kind of like a 98, I think. Definitely
Yeah.
not homework.
I see. Yeah, I didn't know how the actual movie was, but it didn't really matter to me. It just the whole process that was involved in making it and everything else is what sparked me to want to go see it. So let's see if I can find. what did I do?
Hello, John. Thank
Good
you for
evening, guys.
joining
How's it
us.
going? Good evening. Good. I'm glad I finally made it.
Ah, yes. It's good to have you on the show. Welcome
Nice
on
to be
board.
here.
Yep.
I signed in late tonight. I apologize.
Nah, man, you're
Yeah.
good, man.
I heard you talking about Obsession. That was another one. I watched that as well this week. Awesome movie.
You enjoyed it? I thought it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
was
did.
different.
It was like there's a version of that movie called Together.
Oh yeah. I
You
saw
know,
that one too.
that was really creepy too. I mean, it's supposedly a horror, but not a horror, right?
Body horror.
Yeah.
movie.
So it's
Or like the substance was kind of.
yeah, kind of like the same, but I mean, look, there's people that go through people being totally obsessed with them, right? So this is the video I pulled off of TikTok also. That's the 70 millimeter setup. Look at 2.1 million feet of film, 846 pounds. So I shorted the film weight there, but just crazy the amount of film that's being used there. 2.1
That's
million.
projected or do,
Yeah, that's the projected.
you know, I understand the novelty of it, but it's kind of a pain. It's like you need like a truck to move this
Yeah.
stuff.
For sure.
To
I mean, but
distribute this
that's
throughout
how
the
it was done, right? That's how it was
Yeah.
always done. So.
When you get, if you have a really, I mean, there's some digital projectors that can produce, they that can give you the IMAX, resolution.
Yeah, it's supposedly from what is being said that this film captures the most amount of data out of any film period.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there, beyond digital, beyond anything like that, this particular film captures any.
Is
the
it like
most amount of
18K
data.
or something ridiculous?
It's
Or
it's
something
just
like that?
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy on like an analog film like that, right? Because he can zoom into each frame and you'll
Mhm.
never pixelate.
Right. Yeah, it's cool. Like I said,
It's cool.
it's
sure.
just the sheer scale of what it took to make this film. It's just got me, like I said, it's got me just wanting to go see the film. So I'm gonna go see it. If I'm gonna go see it try to see it in both versions, just a digital IMAX, and then also in the 70 millimeter IMAX that we have here in Fort Lauderdale. So
Probably do IMAX, and just be okay.
yeah.
So that's what
There
they
was
have.
another film that was shot. What was it? It was shot in 70 millimeter also. The one about the atomic bomb. What was that one?
Oh, the
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Oppenheimer, right?
And I wanted to go see that, and all the shows were just sold out. And so, I mean, literally, I was 2 months in, and the shows were still sold out at this particular theater for 70 millimeter. And at that point in time, it was like, all right, well, I already heard about it, and I've already, So, but yeah. So that was my movie experience for the week was Obsession. Unfortunately, that was the only thing I did watch. However, I did have Mr. Youthman stop by the house.
Oh,
Oh,
you got a
Nice.
royalty visiting you.
So Youthman, a YouTube royalty, Mr. Youthman was he was doing some training in Fort Lauderdale. He reached out to some people here, just letting him know that he would be in the community and just ask for volunteers for people to come by and just do a tour or a quick video of whatever he was while he was in the area. And I said, man, I called him up. I said, you know what? You're going to come in town and you're not even going to offer to stop by. You know, I got to call you. You know where I live at, right? So, but we shot a video of my unfinished theater and talked about, you know, Drywall Don, how long it took to build and everything else. So you guys will get a kick out of that when he does produce it. And I'm hoping to get him on the show just to talk about what he thought about the theater, right? And what, you know, because, you know, this guy's been to hundreds and hundreds of theaters. So just want to pick his brain and see what he thought, because it was getting kind of late. So we kind of had to wrap it up, and he had to wake up early in the morning. So, but yeah, Bill came over. We did some demos, and then Bill from Inside the Home Theater, he came over for a little, just to check out the demos and stuff like that, and then he wound up leaving. So yeah, that was my home theater experiences for the week. So,
Nice.
and then also talking Kaleidoscape with Mr. Adrian.
Oh yeah.
So
Don is gonna be getting me my Strato K, or ordering it, you know, and whenever it gets here, it's on back order. So
yes,
so
yeah. So the order's been
excited
placed.
to see that cinematic, 4K cinematic, the indisputable best format probably that it will ever exist. I don't see physical media going beyond 4K Blu-ray. I just don't. I think that this is the end of the line. They may keep producing them, and just, you know, how like they still make DVDs now.
Mm-hmm.
You still get pretty much every movie on DVD, and that's like what, 25-year-old format, or 30? Is it like 1990s? Yeah, 30-year-old format.
Yeah.
So this may go on into perpetuity, but I don't think they're going to make another. I mean, maybe one day, but I don't think so.
At least
Yeah,
our
I mean,
lifetime.
what a
I
180, right? Because Adrian was on the show a while back when we were
Yeah.
talking Kaleidoscape, right? And he's definitely become
He's now a believer. A believer.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh my goodness.
I had to go on my own journey. Let's just put it.
for sure.
I was critical because I didn't own it, and I didn't quite understand. Given that they came from my perspective was one of that I built my own server with like 100 terabytes or whatever, and I maybe spent total of $2,000 on it, you know, and I built it myself. And a lot of people are going to come with that, you know, whenever they criticize Kaleidoscape, so I can build the same thing for whatever. You really can't do that.
No.
You can't, you know. And now, especially just now, you can what you can get in Kaleidoscape, you just can't get on a disc anymore.
Yeah.
So it's
And
just this is what they needed to do because right now, when they put out the Strato V and whatever with the Dolby Vision, they were sort of catching up with discs, because discs had Dolby Vision for so long. So they caught up, and then now a couple of years later, then now they come up with it. I don't think anybody expected cinematic.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's they had the file. They've always had the mezzanine file.
Oh yeah, I know.
So it was time to do something with it, right? And there were other people that kind of hinted to this before, going back, just thinking about this. I know that Shane had them on, and he had mentioned, you know, when are you guys going to do 8K? When are you guys going to bring out? You got the mezzanine file, and it was kind of crickets, you know. So they had it in the works, but they just didn't let the cat out of the bag, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm excited. Also, I'm ordering one as for a dealer for myself. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell my Strato S and my Strato V. So just look for that on Marketplace, or if you guys are interested, shoot me an email.
Yep, I'm saving up for the K.
I'll
There's no way I'm getting a V.
I'll probably be selling my Strato C as well.
Yeah, if you hit Adrian up if you want to sell Strato C, but if you're interested, shoot me an email to Horizon Theater at 2020.
I typically sell my stuff on eBay. I just like the protections that they offer and whatever. You know, more buyer on the buyer side, not as much for the seller, but I think it gives the buyer like some peace of mind.
Right.
So
yeah. So
And
the
more
plan for
payment
the-
flexibility. So that's
Yeah,
good.
that too. Yeah, payment flexibility. That I like buying. I buy a lot of
I'm
stuff.
thinking the plan for me is just to get the 30 terabyte and the
What is that SSD or is that like the
no, that's
the compact
spinning
one?
disc. Yeah,
The compact
HDD.
yeah,
Yeah.
HDD. Yeah. So probably just get the 30 because they only offer two. They offer the 8, the SD 8, and the 30 now. They've taken all the other versions out. They don't
How much
offer
is the
any.
30 now? If you don't, like retail. Is that like 10?
Let me see what the retail is here. Give me a second.
I forgot. I didn't even realize they had a 30. And is that the compact one,
Let me see here.
or it's not the one with the 4 hard drives, right?
I have to find out. I'm loading it up right now. So the 30 is 12,000
I'm
retail.
gonna go take a nap while you guys talk.
I know, right?
Say
That
the word
oh, yeah.
again for another
price just
week.
put me to sleep, man.
That
12,000.
word.
Oh,
is
you
like-
guys-
Jeez. Good
Did
lord.
you? I mean, I mentioned how much I paid for my Terra server, right? Did you hear that? Yeah, I guess you guys.
Mm.
Yeah, I did.
$6,500
For a 40, right?
Wow.
for a 40.
Mm.
And
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal.
That's the big 2U one with the four drive. I mean, the good thing about that one is they're totally serviceable. You know, that's why I wanted one of those.
Yeah, this is a Terra server. So
Somebody's wife was pissed off and sold that to you, man. 'cause 500? Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I
You can find deals on the Kaleidoscape on their user page,
never saw one that cheap, and I got mine on eBay. Like I
Oh,
think,
really?
I think I just got lucky.
That's a deal.
He priced it to sell. I mean, I don't know.
for sure.
I saw it. I was like, I didn't think about it too much. I just pulled the trigger. It's like if it shows up, great. You know,
Yeah, if not, I got
it
protected.
did. You know, came with the original box. Everything it still works. Still works good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, I think that's the direction that I want to go. By the time I sell everything, because I am a dealer, I do obviously get a discount, with purchasing that stuff. But when I sell it, I have to sell it for at least dealer cost, So that's the part of it. But so I'm thinking that's the route that I'm probably going to go. But yeah, so anyway, thank you for reaching out to me, Adrian. Appreciate you considering
Can't wait
buying
to-
through Horizon Home Theater.
Can't wait to hear it. I mean, I've heard good things. I don't know if I'll see. I mean, I'll know it's the best. Like at the very least, I don't know if I'll see it. I hope I do, but that's all I want. I just want to have the best of the best. So
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you know that you're going to get the proper, chroma
yeah, and I actually
444
looked
or
at the-
422 or
we were sort of chatting about like, oh, does my projector support 444 and whatever? And I randomly played. I was playing a movie on my Kaleidoscape here in the theater on my Strato S, which is connected to the theater. And you know how like in the app, if you log into the IP address, you can get the video information.
Mhm.
So I went on there and it was like outputting. You could see the input, which is the movie file, was at 420, and the output, it was outputting at 444 on my current setup. So I think I'm good.
I think you're good.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. Good to
Yeah.
hear. Good to hear. So, Mr. John, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining the show. I know you came
Good
in
evening.
a little bit late
Little late.
here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
So, where are you
Great to be
located
here.
at, sir?
I'm in Long Island, New York.
Long
that's where mom's from.
What part?
Westbury.
Oh, not far. I'm in Manhasset. Not too far from there.
Yeah.
Very
Nice
good.
area.
Very
Nice
good.
area.
So, John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
50-year-old father, business owner, recent home theater enthusiast, I guess you could say.
Nice.
Two children, 18 and 15-year-old daughters, who take up a lot of my time at this time.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good
yeah.
thing.
No complaints. No complaints.
So, what got you into you said recent home theater enthusiast? What got you into the hobby that you said, hey, I want I want to build a theater.
Building a new home. I built a new home about 3 years ago, and my theater was actually featured this morning on Ben Goff and Ryan did a what do you call it? A feature on my theater this morning. Actually, that coincidentally did it today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was. They read part of my story. It's simple. I started to build a house, and the house was going to have an unfinished basement. We decided to finish the basement, and he let his architect do a little drawing of the basement, and I decided to do it. But it was a very basic theater they added in there, and I did a deep dive. This was about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, and I did a deep dive and just did a full on theater, and I just got into it. And I've had a history. My father had projectors when I was a kid in the '80s, late '80s, and I guess I had a little bit of the bug, but never just got around to it. Kids will do that to you, with keeping you busy and stuff. So I guess when we started building the home, I just got very into it, and it's enjoyable. I have a good time. I enjoyed it so far.
That's awesome. So, did you frequent the movies a lot when you were younger, or did?
Yeah, as a kid, yes. My one of my uncles used to take us to the movies all the time. My mother's brother was. We would always be in the theaters and stuff. So definitely part of it as well. It was a big nostalgia, I would say, for me to have a theater with a projector and everything. So
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
Well, Mr. Scottio, we hadn't really said hi to you yet, and I apologize for that.
Sorry,
So-
man. I was eating dinner. I'm unboxing drives, and yeah. How's it going, guys?
Man, you looks like you have a warehouse of
boxes
drives
and
back there.
boxes.
Are those the
back
Buffalo
there, man.
Buffalo UHD drives or?
Full size slims. I have Asus drives, LG drives, verbatims. I got some new verbatims in.
Okay, now I want them.
I'm making a video about how it's hard to find those drives now.
That's
Well,
because
now you
Scottio
know
has
why.
them.
Well,
I
now
know,
you
it's
know
like-
why.
Now we know who
Somebody
has them.
buy it out there.
There's one man responsible for that.
No,
I can fill you in, like if you ever want to, talk
Yeah.
about where the market's going and stuff like that. I'm following in. I've been, having discussions with the manufacturers. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be really
Yeah.
great because I thought I wrapped it up because my conclusion was buy them now because I don't know how much longer they're going to make them. So
Before Scott buys
Well,
all of them.
That's a good conclusion because officially all the LGs are end of manufacturing. They're done.
I
no
saw
more
I bought
LGs.
three Buffalo ones on I saw them. They had them on like not BH Office Max or Office Depot.
Office Max, Office
Mhm.
Depot, yeah.
One of them, maybe, yeah. And then I saw they had them for 190. And I'm like, I bought one, made sure I could flash it and whatever. I flashed the firmware, worked good. So I bought another two.
Yeah.
So, and just
It's
to
good
keep.
to have backups, right?
Well,
Oh, there you
Scottio,
go. That's it. So you bought the same one.
Scottio is your plug, your UHD plug if you need one.
I had no
So-
idea.
Yeah. So to give you a little heads up, Adrian, I kind of saw this coming along and I'm like, oh crap. And we have a community here, right? So I'm like, just going to buy some and like save them in the background and, really make sure that people aren't getting price gouged and just kind of hold good prices for everyone. And like, just keep that reserve because we already saw what happened with the Pioneers when Pioneer announced they shot up to like $500-$600 per drive.
That's
It
what I
was
was saying.
insane.
Crazy.
So
crazy money.
my goal is, as you can see, was acquire and keep it reasonable for everyone. Right? There's only so many of us in this. We're all trying to do the same thing. We are all collectors and we love doing this. So
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Make sure you put your Google page in the private chat so I can put it up for you again.
yeah, I don't get too many hits off of that one, but I'll throw it up there, Don, and we can throw it up there later. But yeah, definitely here if you need any extras. I'll get the link going here in a second.
Yeah, that way we can, send people your way if you're into backing up your collection, right? Make sure that your discs will last forever, right? To where you're not putting them into your player all the time, scratching them, your kids or your dog eating them or whatever, right? This is this is what this is for, right? So, you know, I burnt up 2 Asus drives doing this, and I was in a panic, right? And then
My
uh,
Asus drive just died.
Scotty-O, he's like, "Hey Don, I can scrub and try to find you some stuff." And I think he was already doing that. Not saying that it was just for me, but he was already scrubbing the internet trying to find, reasonable drives. And
Actually, Don, I think you're the one that probably kicked it off.
oh, so yeah, so
I mean, I was doing it a little bit, but like then you were like kind of struggling as well. I think it was an early on conversation, and I was like, "Oh yeah, well,
yeah. So he set up some kind of program that's way above my head to scrub the internet, and next thing you know, he's a distributor for UHD drives now. So, but yeah, no. If you guys do need to pick up maybe a backup, or I would say
I would. If I
yeah,
were,
definitely.
yep.
My original Asus and my original LG drive, they crapped out about the laser crapped out about, I want to say about 800 or 900 movies in on each one of them. So, because I have a collection of like 2,000 movies or so, so they crapped out about maybe around 700-800 movies in. So, which, look, I mean, I'm satisfied for the fact that I paid $89 at the time for those.
that's what I paid
And-
mine.
and got as much out of them as I did. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's
What are those hard drives for? For like Plex servers or something like that?
yeah, so I mean basically just to
Store.
back up your copy, right? Your copy of your physical media.
I
Because
don't own a single disc. I don't own a player. I'm strictly Kaleidoscape and Apple TV.
there you go.
Good, then,
I'm not-
Paul, we
I'm-
can go home
and I'm
now.
not
Paul.
starting.
Yeah, if you
We
don't,
can go home now.
don't have any
we're,
discs?
we're outnumbered.
Not a single
we're
disc.
outnumbered.
No, we're even. I don't think
Oh, we're
Scott
even,
has a
though, Scott.
kaleidoscape.
Yeah, we're even.
We are.
Yeah, no kaleidoscope. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. No one's willing to send me one. They're afraid of what I might do to it.
I'll be
Let's do
selling my
this.
C shortly. So
How about we do this? Okay, he's on the bottom. And the non-K is on the top.
wait a minute. You're a potential K owner too, because I can promise you, if somebody would have said, Ike, you
You gotta
can,
put those heavy wallets down at the bottom so they don't.
I know,
crush
man.
it.
I've been fighting it, man.
Yeah. So John, like people that we don't, not a lot of, well, a lot of people like to collect. I like to collect. I like to collect steel books. I like the artwork. I've got a hand signed 4K movie.
Right.
So that's kind of fun, right? But at the same time, you kind of want to have a backup if anything
Right,
happens
gotcha.
to them, anything like that. And it makes it more flexible. Like you put it on your Plex and you want to go out and watch it from your phone while you're away from your house or whatever.
Right.
So,
it has
covers
its
a lot of that.
benefits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
That's one thing I never asked. I honestly, I don't know. Does Kscape have a remote app where you can watch it on your phone?
No,
No.
not to my knowledge. No,
no.
Oh,
you're strictly stuck with to watch the player wherever the
Need-
player is.
That's interesting.
Not legally anyway.
Not legally.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I'm sure there's ways. There's definitely
Oh,
ways to do it, but
yeah.
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 Yeah, to
So
my
there
knowledge.
is some news coming down that potentially maybe January, February, we may have a manufacturer that is going to be willing to ship new drives into the United States, but it's really iffy and it's all based on translations. And I tried reaching out and they were
Panasonic by any chance, or Machita or Matsushita? Or...
no, none of those really work because they can't. They don't allow you to back up. They have a really closed ecosystem
Okay.
as far as like the protections built into it and stuff. So there's no way to really like get to the raw. You're looking at they're taking the raw sectors right off the disk, right? Instead of like trying to read the actual movie file, they're actually like cloning the disk itself. So and there's too many protections on that one, and it's a closed chipset. But someone bought the rights to the Pioneer stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't get any details, but the the rumor has it someone reached out and they said, yeah, you need a minimum 50,000 order and $5 million if you want us to kick up the machines. And so it's a big ask considering that I don't know how it'd be a couple of years to move 50,000, right? Just
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
is there a lot of demand for these?
Not
things?
really.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah, because
we're like the most.
you're not
what I
putting
mean.
them in your computers no
guys out
more,
there.
right?
Maybe we're, maybe there's
Yeah, that would be
10,000 of us in the country.
That seems like a high risk.
You'd be selling to Magnetar and
Right,
anyone else
right.
that wants to make a Blu-ray player. That's the only way that would be
Yep.
justifiable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not putting them in your computer anymore. Your game consoles, they're not. From what I understand, the new game consoles aren't going to have a drive in them.
Yeah, no. Sony announced no more Blu-ray.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox already had. Nintendo's been done for a while, right?
Right.
And with the recent Sony announcement, people are like buying up whatever they can for these LG drives because the LG specific drives they can run what's called OmniDrive on it.
Yeah.
It allows them to also back up their video games.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
so. Well,
Yeah. So anyway, I
interesting,
put the
interesting,
form in.
interesting.
I put the
Yeah.
Google form in the chat here, and we'll post it to the show notes also. So if you are interested, reach out to Scottio, and see if you're interested in picking up one of these drives. You. So what do you currently have? You have Buffalo. You have.
I got Buffalo Slims. Well, looks like this. I have Asus Slims, fairly close. Has a little better, gloss finish to it. Let's see. Empty box. Hang on. With the verbatims.
Yeah, that's what I want. So just save that one for me.
And the box that you showed earlier, which is the full size Buffalo. So like this here, it's a regular PC drive. You can actually take the drive out, install it in your PC if you wanted to. You can easily pull it out of that case. And then I have the Asus equivalent of that as well in a full size.
I cover shucking the video, the drive on my video. I didn't see anybody shucking one of these on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, no one shucks them, right? Everyone's like, yeah.
So
yeah,
I have a PC that can hold two of these things. So I actually just put two. The Buffalo ones actually have LG drives in them.
Yep.
They're
Same with the Asus. It's the nearly identical drive.
Yeah, and I flashed them with the WD. I don't remember 16 something like firmware.
Yep.
And it worked fine. I did one that's 1.02 and one that's 1.03 to just because I don't know. I've heard that one works better than the other, or I think they worked identically though.
It depends on the drive. They do have different characteristics of how they read the data on the drive and how they handle
the
scratches.
discs, too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Some of
discs.
them, depending on the version, would do a runaway on Mac. Anyways, it would it'd have a runaway.
Yeah, these
where
are
once
my
the disc was done, it would continue to spin.
these are my three that I bought. So
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So
It's a good buy. It's a good drive. Like
they're
the
solid.
enclosure is solid. Like it's a good build. Yeah. The firmware can matter. You can hybrid the firmware. You can do different things. You can do what's called cross flashing, where you take it from one type of drive to another. That's really common with the LGs to take them from like, hey, I have a BP40 and I want it to be a BP10. Just there's different things in the code that make it perform better. I see a lot of people that are flashing them will bring it down to what's called a BU4N10. It was an old factory firmware, and while it works great across every platform, it doesn't really work great for every disk. It has more disk read issues, I found, than going with like a newer version of the firmware, trying to hybrid it up a little bit.
Yeah, I ran into an issue with a 3-layer disc recently, and I just couldn't get it done. Like,
Yeah,
I had to give
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I tried. The disc didn't look scratched. And I
That's
just-
what you need the verbatim drive for. It's
Yeah,
pretty
the
good.
verbatims do really well for
have-
some reason.
I had minimal issues with my Asus the 16. I forgot the
16X, yeah,
something
Mhm.
like that.
yeah.
And bought it, used it since 2019. I probably did over 1,000 discs on that thing,
Mhm.
maybe even
Yep.
1,500.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe-
Yeah,
Yep,
each
if I have
drive is a
problem-
little bit different. I'd have to
Yep.
say out of the slim drives, they're all fairly close though. When you're looking at which one, do I get the Asus Slim? Do I get the LG Slim? Do I get a Buffalo Slim? Do I pick one? Whatever one's a good deal because they all are going to perform about nearly identical.
I
The verbatim
throw
is the only
mine-
one that seems to stand out a little bit more, and I'm not even really sure why. I don't know if it's a better controller
Which
board
one?
that goes to it or what. But
Oh,
Maybe a better laser too, right?
which
no,
one?
it's same internal. So
The Panasonic one or the Asus?
The verbatim.
Oh, the
The
verbatim.
verbatim.
Oh, yeah. I'm wondering if it's just because it's slower and it has less.
it
like,
pulls it down to a
vibration
4x,
something.
right?
Yeah, it's something to
so-
do with. Yeah, that's what I think. Because that's the. If I have problems with my LGs, I'll throw it in my Asus,
Yeah.
and generally it'll work. And then I only have problems with 3-layer.
The three
Yeah.
layer, 3 layers are
Yeah.
it's
They're-
tough
yeah.
for any laser.
And if
right?
the Asus doesn't read it, one, I'll like turn all the other ones off because my USB just doesn't have enough power, and then generally it'll work. But if I have a problem with it, like scratched or anything, and the Asus doesn't work, I'll pull out the slim drive because I think
Yeah.
it's just slower and just and it
Here-
has less miles
Here
on
I
it.
am. I thought I'm like one of the few people that are into this thing, and here we got like 3.
Yeah, and I think I shared on another episode here that the crystal clear G-Tech ceramic coat for cars works
Oh, yeah.
wonders
Oh,
on
yeah.
scratched 4K discs.
I use that on my cars.
Yeah,
just-
if you have them,
I
if
just
you have
really
like
put them.
if you have a disc, it's the last ditch effort. Like nothing else will
Really?
read it. You know, and you're gonna toss it anyways. Hit it with that, and it'll
On a
probably work.
Blu-ray? Doesn't
Yeah.
the Blu-ray has that like layer that's like
It does, but it'll adhere to it. It'll fill
As
it
long as
in
the
with
back isn't
scratches.
scratched, the
As long as
label
the back,
side.
yes.
I
If it's
Yeah,
not the
you're
data side.
basically repolishing it like a window. You know how it has a
Yeah.
like if you get a chip, they're just putting resin in it, and that's what the clear coat, your
Yep.
ceramic coat, does for the bottom of the disc. That way, light can evenly read through it again.
Yeah, I was shocked. It was just like a random thing. I'm like, oh, I have some of this in the garage. I'm like, and I popped it in there, and it was like flawless. It didn't even slow down. You know, make MKV like slows
Mhm.
down and tries to
Yeah.
reread. It just ripped full speed all the way through the disc. I was like, oh,
Wow.
I was about to throw that disc away.
Inquiring minds. Yep,
Yeah,
that's an excellent
brilliant, man.
idea.
I never would have thought of that.
I've used Pledge on a lot of the. If they're not too
Yeah,
bad,
I've done
even just
that
Pledge
before, yep.
works. Because
Mhm.
anything that'll
Nice
wax
polish.
the disc to get the light to not, bounce off of scratches will
Yeah.
work.
You gotta
But
use your
ceramic coat's more
close-up
permanent.
toothpaste then.
Yeah.
That's what we used to use growing up. We used to use
Now is it unscratchable? Now that you put a ceramic coat?
I mean,
Well, ceramic coats don't last forever.
I mean the 4K discs, they're pretty tough already, right? Like
Yeah.
you can like really toss them around and they don't get scratched up very easily. I'm pretty impressed by like the durability of that layer. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's stronger or not. But
Well, look, appreciate you jumping on the show and talking about that, and wanted to give you a nice little promo there, Scotty O. So
thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
seems to be-
I know we only contribute maybe one or two, to your stockpile of relieving your stockpile over there. But hey, anything we can do to help you, because you are helping the community, like you said, trying to keep the price as low as you can, and especially to those that you've come across and been friends with for quite some time. So we definitely appreciate you and what you're trying to do for the back up
Yeah.
your media industry.
I'm here for you guys if you need anything, and you know, definitely make sure that I can give you the best deal as possible.
For sure.
Getting harder and harder to obtain the drives. What I was paying for at cost, or what I was selling them for previously, is now my cost on them. So
Wow.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Prince asks, have you tried the China market?
Yes,
pretty sure
and
you're
I
all over
I do have some success in the China market, but only okay. So I'm sure if you guys have looked around, you'll see these probably floating everywhere. I have some of them because, of course, I'm going to test that market as well. So you'll see these on eBay quite a bit, right? Just kind of an unbranded, let's call it like super slim drive.
Do they
You can get lucky.
XL?
You can get lucky. Some of them have brand new drives in them. Some of them have used drives in them. Some of them have laptop pulled drives in them, and some of them have completely the wrong ones in them. So, like this particular one has a brand new LG drive inside of it, and it works perfect, right? So I ordered 3 from manufacturer. They sent me 3. And then I was like, all right, cool. Well, I got a good line. I got a good feed and a reasonable price. And it's a brand new drive. So I ordered another box of another group of 15. All of them came in. They were all scam fake after that.
Oh,
Same
wow.
person, same supplier. So it's hit or miss. You can try it, but don't be surprised if you get a used drive. Some of them had platters replaced. Some of them had different locking wheels in the middle. It was just all over the place. Not worth it. Not worth the time. Not worth the effort. Trying to ship back, get my money back. It is, yeah. I do have a supplier in China that is going to be selling me Asian market LG drives, and those are factory sealed right from the factory. So hoping to get some of those in, but it takes talking like a month or 2, right? Like it's coming on boat, so it's not like your AliExpress kind of order where it's here in a couple of weeks. This is
Hopefully it's not going through the Strait of Hormuz either, right?
I think the wrong spot, but yeah. But yeah, so yeah, China market. I mean, the drives are made there, but you got to be careful who you're buying from.
For sure.
Yeah. Any of the Pioneers that you see online, they're like, I don't know what they're doing, but they will register. They'll show as Pioneer. Some of them will work, some of them won't. So it's kind of a hit or miss as well. If you're looking for a Pioneer drive and want to take the risk, some people have had luck. I'm not going to waste my time buying and selling drives back and forth when I never know what I'm going to get.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, before I settled on those Buffaloes, I thought I went on Newegg and I tried to buy the same model Asus that I had, absolute same model number, and I get it and I plug it in to my computer, and it's like a 1939 and instead of 1959 platform, which I guess only reads normal Blu-ray, but it was the exact same model number.
And that has actually happened on the model on the drives. There's a lot of them that are like that. They were being produced with both chipsets, so then they switched.
There's nothing you can do about it. There's literally nothing. So I sent it back and went back to the drawing board, and I found the Buffaloes, which I showed you.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. John has patiently been waiting. We're gonna talk to him about his theater, and we already got a little bit of backstory, what got him into home theater. So John, tell us a little bit about your room. Looks like you're sitting there waiting just outside the door for us.
I'm actually in my AV closet.
Oh,
okay. Really?
I got my Wi-Fi in here, and it's quiet in here, so it's right. And I got power. That was the most important thing. I got my outlets over here.
Nice.
No
loud server fans.
I'm right next to my not on right now. Nothing's fired up right now. I'm sitting right next to my rack. Everything's dark.
Very good. So it sounds like you have a separate room from your theater, which is always a good thing to keep the noise out of the theater.
Yeah,
Right.
it's actually a closet that's behind the screen wall, behind the front. It's I'll show you pictures if I can
For
in a
sure.
little bit,
For
and
sure.
you'll see where it's situated in the room. It's separate from the room. It's actually a pretty nice setup the way it ended up.
So talk to us about the dimensions of your room. So first of all, where is the room in your home?
The basement theater.
So it's in the basement.
In the basement, 10-foot ceiling, roughly 1711, so 18 feet by 26.8, so 27 by 18
Oh wow.
is the overall dimensions of the whole room. That's including the backstage to the rear wall.
That's after the build out.
That's before the build out.
Before the build.
That's wall to wall prior to putting up a screen wall and all the acoustic treatments and stuff.
How deep is your false wall then?
The
Like
false wall
how far is it?
I have
pulled off?
about 25 inches between
Okay.
the false wall and the actual wall.
So about 23 total feet then.
It's a big room.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nice size room for sure. So you mentioned 10-foot ceilings.
Yes,
In-
10-foot ceilings.
I'm from Baltimore, so I know what it's like for basements in the Northeast. Is that something that you planned? Because most of your basements are only 8 foot tall. Is that something that you planned with your builder prior to?
Yes, it was already going to be a 10-foot ceiling when we started building, when we started doing construction. In the neighborhood I'm in, people tend to put deeper basements. I have a few friends with 30-foot basements that have full basketball courts in their basements and
Wow.
stuff, which I have no sons, so I found that unnecessary for myself. But a 10-foot is the standard, I think, basement in this area. Everybody seems to do at least 10 feet now.
Okay,
And
good.
it's technically not free real estate, but they add it to your taxes and stuff throughout it's considered living space. So I guess the builders and everybody feels it's you're going to pay for it anyway, so you might as well have another whole floor of home to do stuff in. So
For sure.
yeah.
So is the basement, does that share, other rooms inside of it, or is that just,
Yeah, there's multiple. I have a full gym, a home gym. I got a big rec area for the kids and for another TV area for the kids to watch TV with their friends. Storage area, utility room. So it's among other rooms in the basement.
Okay. So if you had to say, how big do you think the total basement is?
The basement's got to be almost 3,000 square feet. 2,800, 3,000 square feet, maybe.
It's
Somewhere
about
around
as big as mine. That's awesome,
there.
man.
Yeah.
That's a nice size basement, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty roomy basement. I live down here. I come upstairs every once in a while.
So do you have beyond the basement? You obviously got a main floor. Do you have a second floor also?
Yes, there's a main floor and an upstairs where all the bedrooms
wow.
are and everything. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that 3,000
Almost like
square
you probably
feet.
have about a 10 or 11,000 square foot house. Maybe not.
It's with the basement. It's a little over 8. I think just about 8,000 with the basement.
Nice.
That's nice too, because
It's a big house.
yeah, you normally you don't I know you said you get charged for it, but normally with basement, So did you have it all built out by the builder?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We originally it wasn't going to be a finished basement when we made the deal with the builder,
Right.
and then he approached me he says, we're here. Would you want to do it? And he did like a layout for me, and I said, you know what? Might as well make the mess now while we're down there than doing it after we move in and stuff.
For
So
sure.
that's how it ended up coming to be like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, in
So,
our town, they charge you. If you as soon as you have ventilation in your basement, they start. It's automatically living space. So they're taxing you on your property taxes automatically. They count it as living space. So they get you.
Hopefully you get like a homestead or something like that.
No such luck.
I know about the Florida. I live in Florida,
Yeah.
so I know about the
Yeah.
taxes down here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So as far as you're in the basement and your rack is off to you walk through the the front stage to get to the rack room, or is it kind
No,
of off to the
when you
side?
come into the theater, you're just in the main theater. And the way I mounted the screen on the screen wall, and I put fabric mate. I built panels around the perimeter of the screen that are magnet. They pop right off the wall from next to the screen. It's about maybe a 20-inch opening that gives me when I pop it off, and you just sneak back there, and then there's the door to go into the AV closet.
See,
behind
I
that.
got to pay close attention to this because I'm going through the same project of closing up my screen wall and all that stuff right now. So I'm going to pay close attention to this theater tour to get some ideas from you, because I
Okay.
was thinking swinging doors, but
No,
the
these are pop in with magnets. It works out great. They don't
Yeah.
rattle or anything. They hold. It's amazing how strong some of these magnets are that you get off Amazon. And I did everything in the room magnet. A lot of it's magnet, and it works great.
and I have about a 17-inch gap. So I'm close to what you have.
Okay.
You're talking 20-inch. So I got 17 inches on both sides. So I'm thinking that magnet system might work pretty good for me too. So
You'll see it in the pictures, and I could do a little video walkthrough when I walk through and show you.
yeah, for sure. So what about, so how much of you said you had the builder finish out the basement? What about the theater itself? Was that something that you hired
while he was
somebody to do?
while he was building, and we decided to do this when I started to do my deep dive, and he was originally gonna do concrete risers and all that, and he was gonna randomly pick, and I started to say, no, wait a minute, this is a lot more involved than you think it is. So he basically, throughout the construction, I ended up with hooking up with a designer, a theater designer, actually on AVS form. He contacted me. I'd put up some posts questioning some dimensions and stuff, and he reached out to me that he does designing, and he ended up going over everything with me. And before the builder got to actually finishing the basement, I was able to give him dimensions of the riser, the screen wall, and the soffit. So the builder did that for me. And then after we moved in, I took everything from there. And he did the electrical. He ran all the electrical for the overhead lighting and the screen wall lighting, and he left wires where the sconces are. He did all that basic stuff, and from then on, I finished everything from there myself.
Okay. What about carpet? Do you have carpet?
Carpet, yes, I have carpet. That was the first thing when I moved in. 2 days after I moved in, the carpet guy came in and installed the carpet.
Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, that's one thing I don't mess with. That is carpet for sure.
Yeah,
So.
no, I wouldn't bother with that. Then I ended up using the way the designer designed it with me. We used fabric. I was using Fabric Mate, which I know you guys are familiar with,
Mhm.
and we built panels around where the speakers were, and I did all that myself. And then I ended up not liking the thickness, and I ended up building my own acoustic panels maybe a year after I moved in. You'll see in the photos. I got photos of all those that I have ready in a file to show you guys of when I built the panels and when I changed over from that. There was a lot of changes I did over the last 2 or 3 years as well. So
Very good.
you see what works, you see what doesn't work, what looks better.
So what do you want to do first? You want to go through some build photos and stuff
Yeah.
first, or
Yes, yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
so?
What do I do to share the screen? Do I do it
So-
from here?
Down the bottom there should be a plus sign.
Like on the TV screen.
A plus sign.
Like like on the TV screen, right there with a plus.
Yeah, toward the bottom right of the screen view of all of us. There's a pencil. Oh, that's not the right one.
That's the X sign apparently. The get out of here sign. He just joined back to us. So let's see. Here.
Hmm.
Go ahead and add him, because if I add him, you're gonna not add him.
All right, I'm back in. Obviously that was the wrong button.
That was the
not really
X
how-
button.
Yeah.
So
I see.
it's the one in the middle. So it's like a TV with a plus in the middle.
I don't see a plus.
Well, there's a mic.
There's a mic, a camera, and then like a comment box. Is it up here on the? It's got a 1 in it or a plus?
A plus. So the plus is the one up top of your browser. That might be just adding a
I
web.
don't see anything with a plus in it.
Oh, what browser are you using?
What browser are you on?
Chrome.
Yeah. I'm using Chrome
Chrome
too.
should work. Yeah, that's the
Well,
native.
remember, we also have an administrative view too. Adrian, do you see something?
Yeah,
there?
so if you go straight, if you bring your mouse all the way down to the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see
I'm on
like
an
it looks like a
iPad. Does that make a
monitor
difference?
with a
Looks
monitor.
like a monitor.
Looks like a monitor with a plus sign.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well,
That's a strange one.
It's interesting. Okay, let's try
I mean, I see it.
stream this to audience.
So I don't know if you can see. It's like right down here for me. If you can see.
Yeah, I
it
don't
on
have
there.
that. I'm just showing a microphone, a camera, and a comments box, and then there's a 3-dot box.
Hit the 3 dots. What options do you see?
Comments, recordings, stream this to audience. And then a settings.
If you go to
Try to stream this to audience. What does that do?
that's
As
for
we go through technical difficulties, we apologize.
And it says stream to your own destinations now.
Are you
No.
in full screen mode or like window mode?
I think this is full screen. I'm on an iPad.
Why
Maybe
don't you
that's the issue.
Hit the bottom right. There's like a little button that'll take you out of full screen.
If you're on an
That's-
iPad, you'll have to. Oh no, that's not this. Yeah. If you're on an iPad, you'll have to download the StreamYard
StreamYard
app. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably
There's an
why.
app.
So why don't you? Do you have like a build link or like a Google Drive that you can share, or is it all just on your iPad?
It's just all on my iPad.
Seconds
Okay.
To download the app. He could do that right now while we're talking. Actually.
Yeah,
I
for
could-
sure.
I could just download the StreamYard app.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still on now because I just closed out my.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
see
here.
this.
Yeah, you're still here. It's just your camera goes.
Let's try to
black
download
and-
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Sorry for the technical delays, guys. But while we're waiting for him to download that, there was a couple questions, couple starred comments that we want to get to. So Prince has been asking everyone on every HT podcast, but have y'all worked with Magnesium board?
Magnesium.
magnesium
Magnesium.
board.
Board, yeah.
Apparently really good for sound ISO, drywall and magnesium together. I've not heard of that.
I've heard of like this vinyl wrap.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a good alternative apparently for drywall. Just never. I don't
Yeah.
have it in my theater, and
My theater has just double drywall. I mean,
yeah, I don't think I know anyone that has
and
it.
I did like the green glue and double drywall, and we use like thick drywall, and we use like rock wool insulation in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not-
so
yeah.
it's not something that I've heard of anyone using before. However, I've been watching a couple different builds and stuff like that, and it seems like instead of the double drywall, the newer way to go is either plywood,
Yeah.
green glue, and drywall, or OSB green glue and drywall. That way it gives you a hard surface to go to wherever you're at, right?
Yeah.
Compared to it is a little bit harder to work with, obviously, because you got to cut out it's not like you can just take your rip saw and rip around your outlets and everything else like that with like you can with the drywall, but you actually with the
You still have to know how to use the tape measure and pre-cut your
pretty much
outlets. is
So
what that
when you're doing that,
But-
yeah.
My only advice to anybody asking, especially about building materials, how well it works, the government requires you to publish the STC rating, the sound transmission control. And you can look that up for magnesium versus drywall versus rock wool versus standard insulation. It has to have, by law, a true STC rating and how many dB it suppresses. And you can make your own decision off of that. Besides, that's, you know, you can make your own decision on if it's worth it or not based on true scientific data, not a salesperson. And that's how you do that.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
how about-
on the StreamYard app now.
How about we ask AI? So high performance alternate to gypsum drywall, while standard drywall is cheaper and easier to cut. MGO board provides super durability, waterproof capabilities, fire resistance, and mold.
So do you see the share button?
You need to
now,
know the
John?
STC, that's sound transmission control, not the
Nothing.
build quality. Nobody cares about the build quality when you're building sound panels.
Yeah, true. That I agree with.
STC is what it is, sound transmission control. It basically gives you the dB level of suppression.
Not STD, but STC.
Yeah, not the same thing that you
Just
get with
one
your
word
back door
away.
movie.
35, 40.
Do you see the share button now, John?
No, I don't see any share button. I see an X, a microphone, and a camera. That's it.
Huh.
Strange.
Hmm.
That's really. So you said you're using an iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using my Mac, so I don't know.
Dang it. Now I did StreamYard guest. Is that maybe is a different
Well, maybe you can just show the theater. I mean,
yeah, I could do
with
that
your
too.
phone or your iPad, and
Let me see if this
Kinda
is there
like
any
do
other
this place.
StreamYard? No.
Yeah, that's
Because-
weird. You
because my
should
iPad is
be
dead.
able to have that. I wonder if there's a security thing on it that it's blocking you from even sharing.
Gotta be
'Cause that's-
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't see anything with a share button.
That's not good.
Yeah. So
Join the
going
chat.
back
Do I
to
have
the
to
night.
join the do I have to join the chat to maybe do?
No.
No.
Does it
Yeah.
look like a little computer screen on the bottom with a plus symbol on it?
Nope.
yeah,
Microphone and a camera and an X, and then 3 dots that take you to to edit your headline and stuff. And
That's interesting.
Do you Ike? How did you contact him?
I
Email.
emailed him.
Email.
the-
So can you take a screenshot of what your screen looks like and email it to Ike?
as far as my photos,
Of your
no, just
your just what you're looking at right now.
the StreamYard
could do-
settings.
I could do that. Hold on.
So while we're doing that, single layer of drywall on wood studs has a STC of around 33 with the same assembly MGO board achieves roughly 35 to 40. So it might be
There's a little bit of a difference there.
mhm.
Now, is it worth the price versus double drywall? You know, that's what you gotta. That's where you start getting into the build process, right? Because if you just look at 33 versus 35 to 40, 35 wouldn't be worth it, right? But
I think
somehow,
double drywall is like approaching 50. Or am I
yeah,
wrong?
exactly. And how much is this product versus just drywall? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's
The other thing
how
that you
you
got to
would-
worry about also is how much does this weigh, right? And
How
are
much
you
weight does it put in? Yeah.
right? How much are you, if you're putting it on clips and channels, how much can those clips and channels really hold, right? If you're decoupling it and everything else, there's a lot of stuff that you got to think about when it comes
Exactly.
to, putting up, yeah, you could go double plywood and then double drywall, right? And
you could put cinder blocks on the wall, and guess
right,
what?
exactly.
That's gonna stop a lot more sound. But guess what?
Yeah, exactly. So you got to think about what you're constructing there too, right? So, and how much it's, how much weight are you actually putting on the studs and the wall? Because technically, you should be, if you're this concerned about sound isolation, you should be decoupling it from the wall, right? You to give that air gap and everything else. So yeah.
Yep.
My apologies, guys. It doesn't even work for my iPhone either.
Oh wow.
I sent you a screenshot of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going into the email to take a look. That is strange.
Could join with your iPhone and show us your iPad with your iPad.
There you
I'm just saying, where there's a will, there's a way.
There is only the X, the audio, the video, and the 3 dots. That is strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
Might be a well. I don't. It'd be weird.
Audio, do you see a share button on yours?
I do.
You just described it perfectly, so I think
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it's the number of people that are in the room? Like, I can
Nah.
jump out for a minute. You can see if it
Yeah, and I
starts to
can
kick up.
I can jump out just for a second, just to test.
Yeah,
Which you'll probably want to jump out and then join back.
Yeah, I'll
after we
jump
leave.
out,
drop
and
that
then
as well.
John's
Yeah.
probably going to need to jump out and come back in.
I don't think
It's-
so. Just gonna do 10.
Yeah, we've had 10 people on before.
10
But hey,
people.
what the
Oh,
hell?
that's true.
Doesn't
That's
hurt to try, but
Yeah,
Mike,
I mean, I'm
trying
off
to send
camera
you
at the
a bunch
moment
of-
anyway.
I'm trying to send
so-
you the folder of pictures.
Sure.
See if you
okay,
get that.
yeah. If
Maybe
you can,
Yeah, if you
it's
share us the
downloaded,
folder.
maybe you could share the photos
yeah, send them to me.
if that works. I don't know if there's too many, but it seems like it's going.
No, that works too.
If you share it to me, I share it with Don. Because I have a single screen. It's gonna be challenging for me this year.
I could also walk around with the. It's just the
Oh, yeah.
build pictures
Oh.
are nice to look at.
Yeah, for sure. And we want
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
how
We,
you
we
came
like
to
to
the
look
end.
at the builds.
We
Especially
lost
if you
someone.
got speakers. Yeah, Adrian said he had a hard out at 10:30, which he actually stayed till 11. So thank you, Adrian, for joining. Appreciate you for joining. Make sure you guys go check out Upscaled. Let me pull his YouTube channel. And some of you said that you've already subscribed to Adrian's channel. So make sure you guys go to Upscaled HT and subscribe to his channel. Adrian's got an interesting take on a lot of stuff. I actually find him very interesting on the stuff that he does. It's well thought out, and he does seem to put a lot of time into his videos. So go out and check out his channel if you haven't already done so.
I think it's too many photos. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we can always,
So Prince says I've gone to showrooms here and they all are using it. Honestly, I don't hear anything. They use the board and karaoke rooms too. Just wanted to see. Yep. Yeah. So not familiar with it. Sorry about that. I've not heard of anyone using it previous to this. I've always heard double
I'd have to
drywall.
look up
OSB.
the price of what the magnesium board is versus
Well,
regular
we
drywall.
might as well-
That would tell you why I haven't used it.
let me do this real quick. You can see that it's real easy for me to delete STC and put cost.
Yep. That's why
So let's see.
magnesium board
maybe-
costs $1.50 to $3.50 per square foot. That's yeah,
It's not horrible, right? But it's not
horrible. That's per foot.
Yeah, I mean
That's per foot.
what is that? 5 times the price of a drywall.
Mhm.
And
So your
drywall is not cheap.
$5,000 drywall quote would have been $25,000.
Well, you got to remember this is not telling us what drywall either, because drywall you need
Well, I
to
was
use
just saying gypsum
you want to
board.
use
Yeah.
5/8 drywall, right?
yeah, that's for half inch, right?
Yeah, this is for
Yeah.
1/2 inch drywall. So, so your 5/8 drywall is going to be a little bit more expensive. It's probably not going to be 5 times more as expensive.
Yeah, it might be $1.60 to do $1, but it's not.
I don't think mine's gonna. I don't think it's. I think the file's too big to send email. All right.
Yeah, yeah. If you got a bunch of photos in there, it's not going to
Yeah.
send. You would have to share it. Is what
You
you
have
would
to
have.
share the
Yeah.
link.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how to do that from my iPad.
It's
no,
is it?
phone.
Are they stored on like a Google Drive or
Just an iCloud.
Just an iCloud.
Yeah, I think you can share an album with iCloud.
Yeah, I think it's too many. It's not letting me do it.
Well, I mean, it shares the link since it's in iCloud.
Let's try that. Hold on.
Yeah, you
Let
just
me
want to
look up
provide
how to
someone
do it.
access to it.
Album.
Please
me
hold
see.
while we work through these technical difficulties. We thank you for your
Open
patience.
your Photos app in your iPad, specific album. Tap the More button, 3 dots in the top right corner. Select Copy to iCloud. Oh, copy iCloud link to enable public website option. So if you go into your album, if they're in an album, I wouldn't do this if they're not in an album.
They're
or
in an
something.
album. They're in
Okay.
an album.
Yeah, because otherwise that link will give. We don't want to accidentally scroll to, whatever
What does it say to do when you click
proprietary
on
stuff you might have
No,
going on.
no. When you click on the 3 buttons, what is it you're supposed to click?
You're supposed to do like a share, and then there's like an iCloud link, supposedly. I'm just reading this off of the Goog here.
No, it just says adjust location, duplicate, hide, show in photos, add to album. Yeah, no, it's not working. There's nothing there that
Okay.
shows that.
Well, that's weird. Okay. Well, I guess
I'm riddled with technical difficulties tonight.
well, that's the story of my life. So I am never surprised by any
copy
technical
link.
difficulty.
Copy iCloud link. I
There you
found
go.
something.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and I'll email that to Ike. If that works. Hold on.
You just emailed it to Don, actually.
Well, just I'm working off of one screen too, so
You had to
Really?
sh-
I'm
you had
only
to
working off
share.
of 3.
You had to share X Files.
I'm making it up. I'm making up for your guys' lacking. Actually, I
think
haven't
he
even
has my
connected
email.
I just got one super cheap from Costco to be.
I'm gonna
more narrow one.
yeah, I'm gonna get rid of because I do have 3 screens, but 2 of them never turn on basically.
I sent that, Ike. See if that goes through.
And I just use
Okay.
I use my laptop screen right here. You can see it a little bit. And then I use my I have a 42-inch.
Yeah, that's what I might do with my 65-inch OLED eventually.
Yeah.
From where the barcade is, because it's the barcade TV. Well, I don't know, because that's nice for watching sports and stuff like that whenever everybody's hanging around.
For me, I'm thinking that I want to get rid of all this. I want to make it more streamlined. I'm going to get one of the big curved ones. One big screen, and then I'll be able
the
to
big
put
49-inch.
put multiples, and then I'll put my camera right above it. So it's not because I don't know if you see me. Sometimes you see me going like this to try to see, because like when I share, I'm looking directly into the camera right now. That's the only way that I can do it. Other than that, I'm looking up like this.
Well, but then you're going to look like what I look like, because I look like I'm not really looking at the camera, because my camera is like, it's like I mean, it's right here, but it's above. Here's the monitor.
Above
and
your
my
monitor.
Exactly. It's mounted. So you're doing it the right way, but
let's try this. How clear is it?
Looks fine.
Looks good.
Maybe you can zoom in.
You can zoom in a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, there's a zoom button on the top left. You don't need the zoom.
I don't need to use the browser.
Left. There's a zoom button.
Just saw that. Gotcha.
Yeah. Or a full screen. I think you can do full screen on the left. That just to the left is full screen, I think. Yeah, there you go.
This was the original. This was the original plan the builder had laid out for me, for the theater, the basement, the rest of the basement and stuff.
Very nice. 3 rows.
Well, that's what he had put in there, but it didn't make sense. When you do your research, you find out that that's not a smart move.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want.
He's got the back row up against the window. He had a door on each. If you look at the screen wall, if you scroll over to the next picture, Ike, it's zoomed in. It's zoomed in of the theater.
Yeah, I might need to go out of full screen to be able to do share.
Okay,
There you
yeah.
go.
So there's a door on each side. He had a door on each
Yeah,
side.
that was the door on the left was the original entrance to that room. And the door on the right was to the AV closet.
Mm.
And the architect, the designer, the theater designer that I met on an AVS forum, begged and pleaded with me to build a screen wall to block those two doors, to be, like I said, 25 inches, about 25 inches from those doors. And that's
Right.
what we ended up doing. And then the entrance to the theater now is kind of where that door swings open to on the left.
You want to
That's where
give the
entrance is to
designer a shout? What's his name?
Francis, I forget his screen name on AVS forum. Oh, I'll think of it in a few minutes. Silva 741. He's on AVS. He's done quite a few theaters on there that he does some nice work. I think it's
Nice.
Silva something, SILVA 741, but his name is Francis, but he's from Portugal. He's actually, I thought he was not local, but I thought he was in a local state when we were talking for a few weeks. And halfway through the build, I asked him, because I would send him emails at night and he would email me like early in the morning. And I said, "Where are you?" He said, "Oh, I'm in Portugal. I live in Portugal." I was like, wow, I didn't realize that. And so he's got a nice little business that
Nice.
he solicits on there, and he does nice work. If you find him, he does some really nice work.
So Prince, you say that you're looking for a theater designer, an affordable.
This guy was affordable. He was very, I guess, being out of the country, he was affordable.
Yeah, so we have a guy that normally joins our podcasts. Abe.
He's very good too.
He does a phenomenal job. He does a lot of high end theaters. You could definitely check out him at Abe at 3D Squared. And then if that doesn't work for you, Stephen Smith. What is his channel, guys? Stephen Smith's channel. Just drawing a blank
Theater
here.
Gurus, Home Theater Gurus.
Home
Yeah.
Theater
Home
Gurus.
Theater Gurus.
Yeah, check him out too. He does a really good job. But if you're looking for someone to draw you CAD drawings and everything else like that, I would definitely reach out to Abe at 3D Squared. Yeah, just let him know that you saw us. You heard about us from the show. And I'm sure he'll help you out for sure. All right, let's move on to the next picture.
That's just a zoom in of the
That's-
dimensions of the room.
Yeah.
This was obviously pre-construction. You could see the door on the left will be the future AV closet. Door on the right was the original entrance.
Okay. And you said you wound up closing that off, right?
Yeah, I ended up putting a screen wall in front of that.
Okay.
And then you'll see here, this was prior to me finding the designer, and I started to lay out with tape. This was how my rudimentary figuring out where rows were going to be and everything until I started to do my research. I was naive, we'll say, at that moment.
You must listen to DJ. Do you listen to DJ?
I do, yes, yeah.
So he talked about having the orange bucket sitting in the middle of his.
Did he really? I never heard that, but that's funny.
Yeah, so
that's what I was using as a test. I was using the test to see how far from the screen how it would be.
Yeah, he's talked about sitting on the pail in his theater room prior to for design purposes. Yep, there you
There
go.
you go.
And you can
That's
see
the way
that
to
window
do
in
it.
the back. The window in the back of the theater is my egress to the basement. So that was a hurdle I had to overcome because it's off-centered of the room. It's not centered to the room.
Okay.
So when I did design the rear wall originally with the speakers and the acoustic treatments and everything, that was a hurdle for me. But we worked through it and it came out really nice. It ended up being very nice.
So egress, explain to us what that means, because not a lot of us have basements.
Fire exit.
Okay.
Town requires
is
a
that the
fire
one that
exit.
like folds up? out
No,
when it becomes-
this way. This one is built just as we'll say a concrete. When you go through that window, there's a fire escape ladder going right up, and there's a steel. It's like a metal gate up there. hidden outside behind bushes. You don't see it when you're out there.
I
But
see.
it's more of a, how would you describe it? Yeah, just a fire escape stairway going up about 10 feet to get out to the ground level outside.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a code thing. I have
Yep.
egress window too. Yeah. But surprisingly, they don't have to cover the 10-foot drop from. Yeah.
Mine's
that's
covered.
not-
I have a swing, like a
Yeah.
metal gate door that's you just
Yep.
push up as you were climbing out.
Yep, that's what I need to get one of those, but that's not required in every state. And I was like, what the hell? I could fall down that and break my
Really?
neck.
Really?
I was like, what the hell?
Let's put a 10-foot manhole cover right in the middle of your.
It's-
Yeah,
that sounds dangerous to me, but
pretty
sounds more
much. Yeah, I
dangerous.
was like, huh? Well, okay. You're required to get out, but you can also fall in. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Some states do require it to be,
I'm sure.
somewhat covered.
I think
or-
I'm required to have it covered. They require it to be covered.
Gotcha. Yeah,
That's the
not
rear
where
window
I-
again. You could move on to the next one. This was
Oh,
after
nice.
I contacted the designer and he started giving me ideas to move the door and different layout ideas and everything.
Very nice.
Yeah, that is a cool little 3D drawing there.
That was
Where
where we
we went with
started
them.
building the riser, and
2
you
by
could see
12s?
the yes, and you could see the main one of the main duct lines in the top left. That's the air conditioning and heat and ventilation for the home, and it's the main one runs right through the center of the home. So that was a reason why I built large soffits in the room, and we
Okay.
ended up softening the whole room to make it match on all sides.
Right.
But that was the reason we had to do that.
So what does that come out about? What, maybe 3 feet?
It's about 15 inches deep, and it comes out, I think you're right, about 30. I forget the exact dimension, but it's close to 30 something inches. It's almost 2.5 feet, 3 feet.
Not too bad. I think I built
Wide.
mine at 24 or 22
Yeah.
inches deep. So
They're pretty
Wow.
big. It's pretty big soffits. Not the designer wasn't happy about it, but he ended up making it look proper. It was he did a nice job making it look like there's nothing there, like it was meant to be there. That's more of the one to design. You could keep going. More of the build when we were building the there goes the screen wall going up, and now you could see in the back left and the back right, you could see the doors that are behind the screen, and then to the right now you can see we opened up the door for the actual entrance to the theater on the right side there,
and then the soffit too is taking shape too.
and the soffit's taking shape there. Yes.
Yep.
And he did some heavy. I don't think I have any photos of it, but they did some heavy spray foam insulation around the whole room. It's all spray foam, and then
You
there's
use
all
closed
insulation
cell or
inside the
open
riser.
cell?
I think that would be. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. I think they did closed cell. I think it's closed cell. I'm not sure. I can't say for sure.
Closed cell allows moisture to come through. Excuse me.
Open cell.
Open cell allows
Right,
moisture
yeah.
to come through, and closed cell does
Yeah,
not.
then it's closed cell. There's no moisture coming through there for sure.
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the room.
The new entrance.
The new entrance, right? The current entrance. These are some of the drawings he was doing for the layouts of the speakers when we started to lay out where the speakers would be. We opted for 2 rows with a bar along the back.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the surrounds, which at that point I had wides and just surrounds. Now I've added I moved the surrounds forward a bit, so they're at about 100 degrees rather than in between the 2 rows. And I added another set of surrounds next to the second row, and I'll be
Are
hooking
these,
those up in a few days. That's
these-
wides and surrounds, right?
Are these JBLs? Is that what they
So
are?
they're JBLs, but the fronts are actually different speaker. Though they're
Okay.
JBL, those are SCL 6s, I think. And then the 7s I used. Those have a 45-degree angle on them. The
Mhm.
in wall, the SCL 7s, I think they are. It's what I really used in the front there. This was his preliminary drawings. We weren't sure on speakers and stuff yet. That's before he added the soffit in the front. He was showing me how it looked awkward without the soffit in the front.
Right.
Keep going.
Yeah, I did a soffit across the front of mine.
Yeah,
too.
I did too. He showed me this because I wasn't gonna, and he convinced me with some photos. He was persuading me to do certain things.
Yep.
And now you can see in that photo the beginnings of the back window of how the speakers are off centered. Well, they're not off centered. The window is off centered. You
Right.
can see how it was a little bit of a hurdle we had to figure out. Keep going.
Now those are the Valencia Octane seats.
Those were those he did those just in the sketch, but I ended up going with the Barcelonas.
Okay.
I like the low back that you
Yep.
could hear it clear path to the rears. That's more. That's my AV closet. You can see all the wiring from the home. That's all the networking and all the Sonos and all the wire. Everything's in the same one closet here.
Very nice. And what's the go back real quick? The green color. Is that what is that? Is that the on the left hand wall
On
there?
the left wall, that's concrete wall.
Oh, so it's concrete. Okay.
Concrete, yeah. Two sides the left is all concrete and the rear wall is all concrete, and the right wall and front wall are basement. One more basement.
Very nice.
More drawings. Keep going. Those are just renderings that we were doing along the way.
Beautiful rendering though.
If you look,
really random.
if you look, he had we had a curtain originally blocking the window. That was my original plan that I had for maybe a few months. I had it there, and then I ended up changing that rear wall. He wanted me to do a star ceiling originally, but I opted out of doing the star ceiling. Keep going.
So you went 240 screen or 16:9?
240.
Okay.
This was he drew for me to have the bar built.
The back bar.
These were the dimensions for the back bar. Now he originally had it as a much higher bar. And when I built it much lower to the top of the Barcelona to keep it out from not blocking the rears.
I see.
As long as I have a place to set my drink, I'm happy.
That's
And this looks like the acoustic panels design. Is that what that
no.
was?
This is actually an overhead view of the bar legs.
Oh, okay.
No, this here is the acoustic panels. Yes, that's the layout of the acoustic panels. Yes, and the lighting. That's the bar. You could keep going. That's not interesting. This is after sheetrock.
Oh yeah, just what I love.
Yep. More
Oh, yeah.
drawings.
Here we go.
This is what starts to all come together.
Yeah.
Now in the beginning, you could see where the rear surrounds are in that photo.
Go
That
back
was
to the other
that
one.
was a
Mike.
screw up. You can see them there. That was a screw up on my part. When I put the speaker brackets in, I put them in the wrong positions. Before I ended up cutting new holes much closer to the window.
So a little bit tighter.
Yes, yeah. You'll see in other photos that are coming up where I ended up moving them to eventually.
So what did you do? You just patched the drywall and
Yeah, there was I originally patched it poorly, I must say. I'm very bad at it. But there were acoustic panels over it. But then a few months later, I opened up those walls and I have double stacked seating 18-inch subwoofers, and I sunk them 6 inches into the wall. So I ripped those out anyway. You'll see those are photos that are coming up as well.
What was your total build time on? Like how long were you building for?
Well, if you want, I'm in the house of December 21st. I'll be here 3 years, and I'm still doing stuff. So
Okay.
I'm still.
I don't
I'm
think it'll
always-
ever end.
I'm always changing and adding, so I could say it's still going on. But I was watching movies within 2 months of moving in, 3 months. But I was still doing stuff. Like I said, I redid all the acoustic panels on the sides. I changed the location of the Atmos speakers because they were too close to the soffits. I moved them more towards the center of the room. I did the back. I put the subs in the back, and I was always
Shifting
updating
moving,
and
yeah.
shifting stuff around a little bit.
Oh, the
This was-
carpet.
This
I
was
like
Looks
the
days.
really close
Yeah,
to how it
this
was
is-
rendered.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
This is
Yeah,
when
that
right
was
you can see the two doors in the back still now, the
Mhm.
AV closet and the original entrance to the room.
And what about color wise? What was did you stick with that blue
Yes,
color?
Sherwin-Williams in the navy, and the black is the Sherwin-Williams tricorn black
Okay.
ceiling and screen wall. See, that was the curtain I originally had up. That just seemed to I never liked it. It just looked, the room looked too well put together, and the curtain just always looked sloppy to me.
I see.
Was it velvet?
It was kind of had a velvet feel to it. It had a velvet feel, yes. The lighting I did all myself. I ended up using Govee, the
Yep.
M1 series, and because my whole home I made Apple Home,
Yeah.
and everything in the theater is Apple Home, and it just, to me, it works great. I got all the Govee lights, all the Lutron
what I
lights, all
use.
hooked up to the Apple, and all I have to do is say one word, and the theater goes into movie mode. Or if I want to watch sports, it could be a little bit. Some of the lights stay on. It's I've been very happy with the Apple Home.
I like
is
that.
when I
I like that blue color, man.
In the navy, yeah.
That
It's in the
reminds me
navy.
of Chuck's
Yeah,
theater
it's,
with the
it's
blue.
even a little
right?
darker in real life. The photos make it appear a little bit lighter than it is.
Yeah, I've been thinking of repainting my theater from my gray color to something else.
Yeah, this is a nice
Never
color.
know.
Now, this is when I was doing the Fabric Mate.
Mhm.
I laid it all out first, and that was a fun project.
So basically, you use the fabric track.
I used the Fabric Track as those squares. I made the squares with the padding, and I just did cutouts around where the speakers were.
So what did you use? Did you use 2 inch
It
or
was
4 inch?
it was 1 inch. That's why I wasn't happy with it. I felt I
Okay.
should go thicker, and that was why I ended up taking those down eventually.
I see. Yeah, because they told me because that's what I'm going to be using too is fabric. Just fabric track to put fabric walls up.
Mhm.
But they said that 2 inch gets a little. If you press on it pretty hard, it gets a little brittle. But
Really?
yeah. So that's why I was questioning.
Yeah,
I
when I
actually
was-
use blocking to go with the 1 inch, so it's going to wind up being like 3.5 inches.
When I was building it, they advertised the 2 inch, but they didn't have it in stock, and they weren't making it. I guess they were
I
having
see.
issues with it. I think they were having issues with it.
Yeah.
Those are my
How
original.
deep is the room?
What I say?
28?
28, 27, 11, 27 feet, 11 inches.
Okay.
And that was the original front stage. I had JBL HDI 3800s prior to what I have now. I have the M2s now.
And what subs are those?
Seaton 18 and 18s.
Okay.
That was originally, I started with 2. Now I have 8.
Oh
and,
wow.
Eesh. Okay.
And
Not
oh, that was a
sure.
video. That might have been no, maybe not.
Yeah,
I have
think
8, and I just built 2. Those are the removable. What happened there?
I'm not sure. It's going. Oh, it's loading.
Yeah,
Okay,
loading.
so yeah. Let me go back to. Yeah. Not sure what happened there.
You got the preview. You're gonna have to magnify the preview thumbnails like 100 times.
I know it's so tiny, man. Steve, that's why I'm kind of just taking my time. But you can see here that there's some sort
Loading.
of load.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're only 25% loaded on the
Oh, boy.
album. So yeah, there's a lot of photos.
What kind of internet are you using over there? You got this dial up or what?
No, it's gig.
You could skip through the photo. You don't have to see every photo.
Pause the download of that new movie that Don
It's downloading in
recommended.
the background, right? So you can see the ones that are already downloaded are still showing.
Send me the link. Let me see if I can download them quicker. Put it in the private chat.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I can do that. Let me stop sharing real quick. Or do I need to? I don't need to stop sharing.
Yeah, so far, man, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks
It's a
really nice.
yeah, nice sized, and yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's what
you
I wish I had was a little bit more room. Mine's
did it correct with 2 rows in
Mhm.
there and a bar, and a bar. You still
bar,
need
yeah.
use of the back area for
It's just
the
enough room. It's
rare
perfect
case.
size. I'm very happy with the size. The sad part is 99% of the time it's just me in there.
Yep,
Yep.
that's
That's
that's how
99%
it
of the
is.
time it's just me.
Yeah.
You can see in that
I-
photo. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Ike.
No, I was telling Don I shared the link with him. So
Okay. You can see in that photo the original location of the Atmos speakers. You can see the 3 holes in the ceiling. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That they were originally too close to the soffit, and I couldn't distinguish between surrounds and the ceiling. It was kind of mixing a little too much.
Too much
And
reflection.
yeah, too much reflection off the wall. It sounded like it was coming from the side wall to me. So
I moved mine in for that exact reason.
yeah,
Like
made a big difference.
they
Made a
were
very
too
big
close to
difference.
the wall, and I was like, "Oh man,
All right, stop
really?"
sharing.
Damn.
maybe I need to turn off my VPN. I just realized it's on.
Well, you got one downloaded.
All right, let's go with this. Is this? I need to go a little bit bigger. Tell me because I'm just
I think if you go full screen, you can just left and right arrow, and it'll
yeah.
skip to the without even hitting.
I just want to make sure I'm filling the screen.
Yeah. Well, is what I'm saying. If you hit the full screen button on the left, the far left, not that, yeah, that one. Yeah, I think you can do the left and right arrow to go through the pictures. You should
Okay.
be able.
Yeah, I
to
can. Yep.
without- Yeah, without like
Well,
then
maybe.
it just.
Where's the left and right arrow? There we go.
No. Like on your keyboard, you should just be able to hit left and right. Your left and right arrow keys, but that works. That works too.
There we go. All right.
Look
So
at
this
that.
looks like the
Yep.
like the insulation
mate,
board, fabric
insulation.
mate insulation board. Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
forget what they call it. It's got a certain name, but yes,
Yeah.
Wow. There
that
you
was
go.
another.
So
That was
basically,
another
you
job
just
in itself.
you just adhered that right to the wall and then went around it with your fabric.
They
fabric
stapled
wrap.
and screw gun them right into the sheetrock, and then went around them with the fabric like that. That's how they originally came out. They look
Now
great.
you did a beveled edge too, right? Is
Yes,
that what that
yeah.
looks like?
Yes, yeah, I did everything beveled.
So let me go back here because previous to, I'm trying to find where you put your fabric mate at, your fabric track at. All right, so this has just got your outlines.
That was just for my. Yeah, that gave me my. I used blue tape to give me my outlines.
Right. So you put up, did you put
Those
the
are the
fabric,
track. You see those
So-
squares there? That's the track.
this right here?
Yep. And the problem when I was buying them too, they didn't have any black in stock,
Okay,
so I
yeah,
had
this
to
one you
buy
can really
white
see.
and paint them. I had to paint them all.
Oh,
So this one you can see it's pronounced right here. Okay.
Yeah.
And you did the track first, and then you installed the fabric mate soundproofing.
Yes.
Or
yeah.
absorption.
I forget the insulation, what it's called. They have a certain.
Yeah,
name
I
for it.
forget also too. I can't
Yeah.
remember it either. All right. And it, like you said, man, they turned out really nice.
Really
I-
nice. They came out beautiful.
They did turn out really, really good. I like the way that looks.
Yeah, the bevel really gives it a nice finished look.
Nice finish.
Oh, yeah,
Finished
it
edge
does.
there.
Dang.
Nice and
yeah.
clean. I mean, you would think that this was like a hard piece of wood that you put,
Yeah.
you built this up and hung it up there. So that's definitely a different approach. I didn't think about doing it that way.
Panels like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, okay, I got to build the panel and then hang it. Right. So
Right.
you're
Right, these
already,
I built them in place like that.
yeah. Ideally you would like a gap behind them, a little gap behind
Mhm.
the absorptive
Behind the
material.
Right.
But hey, man, they look really nice. I like the way they turned out.
Yeah, I had that fear that they weren't properly thick enough, so I ended up removing them.
All right. So you got the matching LCR. Those were JBL also.
Yes, those were JBL at the time.
All right. And you did exactly like I did. Set them right on the floor at ear level.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can see the wood there. The lighter colored wood is the removable. That right
Okay.
where you are, that
Yep.
pops off with the magnet.
Okay.
Oh, so the whole panel comes off then.
The
with-
whole panel
with
comes
everything.
off. And then I'm
Nice.
able to sneak right to the back to the door to get to the AV closet.
Yeah, because I was looking at doing almost the same thing, but only on hinges.
Okay. I was originally thinking hinges, and then I had the idea of the magnets.
Yeah,
And it
that's a
works.
great
It works
idea.
great. It pops
It's a
right off.
fantastic idea. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
You
you
know
can see
you
right there
never
how I
have
popped
to-
it out.
I heard nothing.
And how did you connect these? Because it looks like, well, when you between the two joints here, what did you use? Did you just use like a
It's
brad
just one-
nailer
They're
or
1x2s, bread nailer. Yes.
okay?
It's all 1x2s. And then if you look, you can tell under the top panel, there's a gap there. On the back of that removable panel, it slides in. There's like a 1x2 sticking off the back.
Yep,
So
right here.
kind of like it's almost like a key, like a keyway. I'll
Okay.
say like a keyway. It pops right in, and there's magnets back there holding it. This was Chris Deering doing the calibration for the JVC.
Nice. That's the Barcelonas.
Barcelona's, yes. The first set in the back, I originally got the graphite color, and I didn't like the color in the room, so I ended up selling those and buying the Onyx black.
I see.
We got a question for the magnets. Do you remember what size or what brand? Where did I know you got them from Amazon? But do you recall?
All Amazon purchases. All
They were
Amazon.
just regular,
size?
like
Like
door
a
magnets.
neodymium.
Right. Yes, yeah. I got all different. There's some neodymium ones I use for the ceiling, some of the ceiling panels, and those are actual. They're a little bit rectangular looking. I could get a link to them and send them to you.
Cool. So now we got seats in here. We got the man's best friend sitting in here too.
Yeah. He's always watching me.
So question for you. You got like a little camera up here too, right?
Yeah. I had a camera up there. Yes, I still have one. This way, I get motion sense if somebody goes in there or anything. I get some alerts that people are in there or anything.
I see.
Mostly
out,
for security
kids.
too, because the kids are one, but also because of the wind. It's the only window in the basement, so I
Okay.
kind of like a motion sensor in there. If God forbid somebody comes in at night, I got an alert that somebody's in there.
For sure. No, I trust me. I know. I went away one weekend. I lived in Baltimore. Went away one weekend, and somebody came through the basement. So,
Yeah, it happens.
Yep. Unfortunately, there was quite a bit of money taken and couldn't
Oh,
recover it. So,
I'm one of those when I'm in the house during the day, I got the alarm on. I'm always, as a kid, my house was robbed a couple times. My kids think I'm nuts, but I say I
Mhm.
always got to be careful.
yeah, for sure.
This was when I started to plan out the ceiling acoustics. That was the frame for the back for the table
Oh,
in the back.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
got some blue. That looks good.
And notice how I made it the height of the chairs. I didn't do the bar
Right,
height. I
right.
did a regular countertop height, and it worked out perfect because you don't block the speakers at all. I could hear my rears clearly, and I still have that extra seating back there. It really worked out well.
Yeah, the Barcelonas are the low back, right?
Yes,
And
yeah,
looks like you did the Velodyne, not the
Yep.
Velodyne.
yeah. There's something like that. I forget what it's
yeah.
called.
Velodyne's a subwoofer, but it
Yeah,
starts with a V.
I know. Yeah,
Um,
I forget the name of it, but yes, that's what that is on the windows.
all
And you
right.
can see how I move those rears much closer to the window rather than off towards the sidewalls.
I see. You think you got? Did you listen to it for a while previous to doing that?
Nope. I was told by multiple people that it's not going to sound good. And Anthony Grimani is also one of the guys who I watched a lot of his videos,
Mhm.
and he seems
he-
to lean towards that, going more towards the center of the room.
Same thing with the
Rather
Atmos too. Correct.
Yeah, same thing. Yep.
And this looks like maybe the rear
This is
window
the rear
design
wall.
to cover it.
Yep.
Very nice. I do like that.
Yeah.
Ah,
And
wow.
we did
That's
the
cool.
and because I have to have access to that window, I made every 3 of those wave pieces is on a separate removable panel. So if there's God forbid a fire or something, I could just yank them right off the wall. They go right to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got
Wow.
clouds up front for the ceiling and diffusion. What's
Those
gosh,
are the
Vicoustic?
Vicoustics, yes.
Yep.
Everything's Vicoustic. Those wave panels and the ones on the ceiling.
Oh, the wave panels are Vicoustic also.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, because I was thinking about something like this for the back wall too.
Yeah,
Something
that looks
different.
Yeah.
cool.
That
It
took
does
some
that.
be-
It's
that
got a
took some
cool
be-
effect.
that took some being creative to do that back there because
Yeah. And it
Like I
makes it
said,
look
it's-
like
it's-
art, even
Yeah.
if it's like offset,
Yeah.
because of what it is. Yeah. It
And
really does look good.
I love the cityscape style on the ceiling. Like, I don't know, that's always something I've wanted to do.
Me
is-
too. It
it's
looks
just-
nice.
It looks cool.
So my soffit is only like 24 inches.
Mhm.
So from the top, so those things they're probably close to 24 inches, right?
The soffits,
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
the Vicoustic
I think
diffusion.
they're 2 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah,
I think they're 2 feet by 2 feet. Yeah.
I think they're about 2 feet deep
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
2 feet deep, are they? I don't know if they're that deep.
I'll look them up here in a
I
little
don't think
bit.
I don't think they're that deep.
Because I was wanting to do this also,
Yeah.
but I was also going to cover it with a star ceiling too.
Oh, yeah.
So
I opted to not do the star ceiling. I went for the form
That's the
over
advice
function
Eichel
over
gives.
over form.
No star ceiling.
No star. I don't recommend it. If you're
Those
going,
are definitely
Yeah,
cool.
that
So
looks
that
amazing.
so they're just doing like they kind of like a hat channel type of setup, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Nice. I love those. That looks awesome. And then I guess there's some foam in between them.
Yes. Yeah. They actually do have some diffusion to them.
Awesome.
Now these were the panels, the diffusion panels I made myself for the sidewalls and for the ceiling. These were a lot thicker than the fabric mate that I had installed.
Now, what kind of business are you in? Because you obviously got some construction skills here.
I own a transfer station for fill material. I don't do actual construction work. It's more on the lines of demolition.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We do like concrete crushing and asphalt and fill material recycling, that type of business. But I'm handy. I've been working with heavy equipment and stuff my whole life. So
I mean, look at you even got the
That's all
router
YouTube.
edges on
that's
here.
all I learned. I learned YouTube. Everything I did, I just watched some YouTube videos and took it from there.
I mean, you can watch all the YouTube videos you want, but to get this to match up perfectly with the 45 and the flat edge and all that takes some skill. So
It was just a router.
don't
That's
take
one of
that.
the side. That's one of the side panels that I built, and it goes around the speaker, so you had some good clearance.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The speakers.
Okay, so speaker I see now. Speaker and then the rock wool inside.
Yep. Yep.
There's some other ones. What for? I
That
guess
was
for
for
the
the
side
wides.
surrounds.
For the wides. That's for the
Okay.
wides.
And got to have some precise measurement with those too. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yep.
And what fabric did you use?
Believe it or not, I kept the same fabric from Fabric Mate. It's called it's the black.
Is that Guilford of Maine?
Not I don't know if it's Guilford of Maine. It's got a different name. It's on the Fabric Mate website though, and even though I wasn't using the Fabric Mate anymore, I kept ordering the fabric from them because I liked it. It's almost. I'm not gonna say it's as black as velvet, but it definitely doesn't. There's no reflection or anything that comes off of it for the most part.
I see. And what was this one notched out like this for?
That's for the door.
Okay.
If you see the photos later of the door, you'll see it's notched around the doorknob. That was how the final back came out there.
Man, that turned out nice.
Yeah, it came out beautiful.
Just put two absorptive panels right next to it.
Yep.
That's super nice.
Cover up those. Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, those are the panels that I built. That's not the fabric made anymore. This is when I started designing for the rear subs. Those are just the equipment. You can scroll through those.
Oh, you went with the synthesis.
Yeah, I got the synthesis. NZ9. Audio control.
Audio control amps.
Yep. Those are the
Seaton
Seaton
subs.
18s. Speaker power. The lens.
Anamorph. Nice. Did you purchase all that through audio advice?
I bought the original LCR from Audio Advice. Then I started dealing with Zach from
Dream Media.
the screening room.
Oh, okay.
He was very helpful.
All right. Yeah,
This
I see
was-
that. I see that notch out like you're
Right, you see
talking
the
about.
door
right
there,
there.
yeah.
Purple up top. I like it.
It has it sometimes depends on the color. It looks purple, but it's really not. I think more in the camera it might look a little purple.
Oh, I only say that because I'm originally
Yeah.
from Baltimore, so Ravens purple.
And that's prior to adding the subs. This is when I got the subs delivered.
Man, I like the
Nice.
looks of those subs. They look nice. So is that 2 boxes or 1 box?
It's 2 separate boxes. They're stackable modules. They call.
And do they like adhere to the back to the top to the bottom somehow?
I use toolbox material.
Okay.
That the rubber you put in the toolbox trays.
Mm-hmm.
I use that in between them, and they don't go anywhere.
I see. So nothing screwing them together.
Nope. This is when I was just deciding the layout.
All right, and then we went to some deconstruction.
Deconstruction.
Now we're putting them in the walls like you mentioned.
Even got some showing off of cables here.
So what about when we're looking at this, right? You're looking at how many 18s did you say you have now?
Right now, there's 4 in the front and 4 in the back.
Okay, so what about electricity? Did you run separate
When we
20 amp, 30
When we
amp?
built the house, I put in the AV closet. I have 5 separate 20 amp breakers.
Okay.
So I'm good. I'm good on power. I haven't had an issue yet. And putting them in the wall like that, you could see how much it helped. It got them
Oh
far
yeah,
enough back where they're not an obstruction at all.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Now, as far as because we didn't get too much into like what you did are you trying to isolate this room? Did you put hat channel or because I didn't think I
That's
seen any
one of my
picture.
regrets is if I had more time when the builder was building and I had more time, I would have let him sell me the house without sheetrock, and I would have done all that myself.
I see.
So it listen, you upstairs, does my wife complain once in a while? Yes. It does. It's not a complete separate room inside a room for sure.
Right.
But fortunately, for the most part, it's a I'd say a large home, and for the most of the time, if they're upstairs, they don't hear nothing, no matter how loud I put it. And if they're in the kitchen above me, then I keep it down a little bit. I watch loud movies when no one's home for the most part.
I see.
You know
I
how
was
that is.
just curious on that because we didn't
into
all
any
we
of
saw
that.
was the drywall, right?
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
like
see
I
if
said,
there
if
was
I would
any-
have known more when we were building, I would have told the builder stop now, just leave the room bare bones, and I would have done that later on myself. But he was looking to get the sheetrock up and get the room built, and we just did it.
Yeah, the reason I asked that is because when you cut into something like that, right? When you cut into that, then you start compromising, that seal that you had with the double
Yeah.
drywall or whatever. So that's the only reason why I asked
Yeah.
that. I
It's
mean,
an
look,
exterior wall that goes up to the kitchen, and there's all spray foam in all those walls, so it
yeah, and,
hasn't
and
made a
look,
difference since I did that.
I don't know about you, but my wife's usually in the theater when I'm watching it, right? So
Oh yeah,
it doesn't, so she's usually there watching right with
so
me.
that's fine. Yeah, that's
So
good.
it's like it doesn't matter. I still went through some of the precautions, double drywall, green glue, all this and that,
Right.
and separating the room and all that. But for the most part, she's there with me. So I
Yeah,
don't know if your wife's the same or not. But
typically she's not. She's not a movie watcher, but
I see.
like I said, she's either when I watch something that's really I'm watching critical loud, and she's not home.
Man, that looks beautiful. That really does.
Yeah,
I love the look.
that's an incredible shot. Look,
Yeah.
that's sick. Yeah,
I
love it.
love that centerpiece. I was looking for something like that. I've been seeing something on Facebook to where people were using like this. It's like a kind of just like this, but it actually designs like a face, like a nose and a sculpture of like a
Yeah.
face and everything else like that. And I was looking at something like that for my back wall too. So I love the look of that.
It's got a nice look to it.
And you said Vicoustics makes this, right?
Yep.
I may steal your idea.
That's all right.
Yeah,
These
that
are
would
frames
go
I
with the
built.
aesthetics of yours as
For
well.
sure. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. So now you
Built a wood frame removable.
just built some wood
Yep.
frame that kind of houses them a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, look at this.
Oh no. You're gonna have to close it out and then I wonder if it's uploading.
It shouldn't be. I mean, I
versus
got
down.
5 gig up and down, so it should be.
No, I was just wondering if it's the you got way further along. Yeah, you might have to just close the link and reopen it and start at that.
Yeah.
Or we could see it live unless
See it
it's
Yeah,
live.
I think we've seen most of it anyway, right? Most
Yeah,
of
we're
it.
almost. I think we're almost done.
Let me go back.
I apologize, but the excess amount of pictures, I just figured I'd get the whole.
No, man.
The
We,
portion
of
we-
the
building
we
there.
appreciate the details for sure. Actually, this
Yeah.
one's checked, so it's there. It's got a check. They got checks down the bottom, so they're showing that it's already downloaded. I'm seeing like the wheel spin, and it's got a check that it's downloaded.
Yeah, you might have to just close and reopen it or something.
Yeah, let me see. Close it. And reopen.
While you guys are messing with that, someone was wondering, John, what row is your MLP in? Is it second
Front
row,
row.
first?
Front row.
Front row?
Yeah. Yeah, I like being close to the screen. It's set up for the front row.
That's how I am. Closer the better.
And
It seems to be the case with all the home builds, right? Like
Yeah.
the MLP is usually always that front row because you're building it for yourself and you want that
Right.
obstructed views.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how far do you sit from your screen?
I think I'm about around 11 feet, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that range.
Oh, nice.
All right. So we're picking up one picture after where it was. All right. So that's the side view of it, and then went
That's
ahead
when they're
went ahead
covered.
and covered everything. That looks nice.
Yeah, it came out nice.
That looks nice. I do like the idea of seeing them in the back too.
Yeah, it's a. I put rubber inside the walls there.
Is that like a mass loaded
Yeah,
rubber? Or?
no, it's just a it's the same toolbox material. It's like a rubber styrofoam. Oh, that's the. Oh, I didn't even know that pictures. That's my air. I put tent air conditioners in the closet behind the AV closet, and those keep the AV closet cool.
I see. So what is this thing that the
That's the air conditioner.
That's the air
Bougie
conditioners.
RV. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 of them in there.
That's a bougie camping thing.
Yes, yeah.
I see.
I found them on Amazon. They work pretty good, but I just ordered a what's it called? AC Infinity. Came out with 2 different air conditioners. and they're coming out. They ship in the end of July. It's a 15,000 BTU
Really?
that I ordered, and it does the same thing. It could drain into. You see how I have it draining into the Poland Spring
Into
bottle
the
there.
bucket? Yeah.
You could do the same thing. It doesn't even drain a lot of water. It kind of reuses the water, and I'm gonna because those are good, but they're not as reliable. They
Yeah,
the
'cause
room will climb a little bit over time. It starts to climb in temperature.
I have an AC issue with mine to where I'm not getting enough in there. So, and I've been looking at mini splits.
That's one of the directions I was gonna go, but I found this AC Infinity, so I'm gonna give that a shot before I go.
We're
mini
gonna have to
split.
look at that before we leave
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so that's your subwoofer
These are the
design
drawings,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
okay. This is when I moved the surrounds were
Okay,
closer to
you
the
moved them
back row.
closer to. Yeah,
I moved them to where the cardboard cutout is.
I see, and I would agree with that too.
Yeah,
Behind the first row, but in between, right?
yeah, about
Not
95-100 degrees. I think was the. Oh, what's that? I didn't know how that got in there. That's my daughter's field hockey. I built her a field hockey turf.
There we go.
Outside the theater. This
All right,
was
this-
this
the
was the
moving of
original.
the Atmos.
Yeah, the moving of the Atmos. You could see where the original ones were,
Yeah, right
and
here.
then I moved them in, and the front one I moved one beam because there was a beam in the way of where they were supposed to be, and I put them too close to the front row, so now they were a little bit further from the front row. It worked better
Okay.
there.
Nice.
I cut the backs of the panels. Those panels I all made myself too. The ceiling panels.
I like the little draw system that you got going on there too.
That was the first time I did it, I needed 3 men to get them up there. And then when I did it myself, when I redid the ceiling, I did a little contraption. It worked out great.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk because that's an ingenious idea right there.
It worked great. Yeah, I just
That
made a
is-
template. I made a nice template out of like a 1/8 plywood. Pushed it on the ceiling, drilled the holes in the ceiling, and then went down to the panel, drilled the holes in the panel, put hooks, did that, and then zip tied them. They're just zip tied up to the ceiling.
So now, so if you wanted to raise and lower them, you'd have to cut the zip tie, right?
Cut the zip tie, put the little come along in there,
The pulley
and do
on
one
back
at a
on it.
time. Do one at
Okay.
a time, and then just drop them down.
So you didn't leave the
The come
pulleys
alongs.
attached.
No, nope. I zip tied them, and the zip
Yeah,
ties are
'cause-
great because you could level it. They worked out great to level it, and you don't see them. They're a few inches in. The hooks are a few inches in from the corners,
Mhm.
so you don't see them at all in the ceiling.
Yeah, I love this idea. I was thinking that you left them like this.
That might have
So-
worked too. I think they would have hung a little too far though. A little too. Maybe if I had smaller ones, possibly.
And what about the how did you attach the Viacoustic diffusion panels? How did you attach those?
Believe it or not, Velcro.
Yeah, they make some industrial shrink Velcro for sure.
They haven't moved ever. And when I do pull, I've pulled them down to resituate them. When I move the Atmos speakers, I could have hung from them.
So what did you use to attach them up there? Like what type of glue?
Those I want to say 3M, but not 3M. What are the strips? The strips you could hang picture frames with and stuff.
Yeah.
3M one.
Command strip.
Command strips.
Command strips.
I use just the regular command strips. I put 6 on each panel, and you can hang from them.
Wow.
Yeah, they work good because they're styrofoam. Those are just the styrofoam.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
heavy. I wouldn't do that with a wooden panel, but with the styrofoam, no problem.
Yeah, even if it did fall, it's styrofoam. It's not gonna
Exactly. It's not
actually
good.
injure
Exactly.
you.
Right.
You may be like, "Hey, what was that?"
Okay, so this was fully.
look at that.
Once you did your come along, I see
Yep.
what you're saying. This was fully pulled up there.
Yeah, you get it up to that height, and then I zip tie it, take the pulley along, and then pull the zip tie. It worked out great.
Yeah, that was a good idea because when I built my soffit, I built it like in a piece, one side of it, and I basically used a ratchet strap I
Right.
took it over top of the rafters and
Mhm.
used a ratchet strap to lift it
pull
up
it up,
there and
to
put
lift
it
it
in
up, yeah.
put it into place. So I love this idea here.
It worked good. Then these were the panels I built for the new Atmos location, and those are actually being held up by magnets.
Oh wow! So the wood portion's being held up by magnets.
The wood portion being held up by magnets.
Hmm.
And I put a zip tie with some hooks just in case they ever
Right,
fell.
okay, there you go.
That
I was like,
they'll just drop and hang there, but they're not going anywhere. Those
from
magnets are so strong, they're not going nowhere.
from 10 feet, that might hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you did a phenomenal job for
Thank
the
you. Oh, that's the house. We could fast forward past that.
phenomenal job on this theater. It's beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
looks good. You even did the small strips on the side there. Yeah, on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
added those
looks
because
great.
the if you go to the picture before that, you could see the old holes. Go before that. You see the old speaker holes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I painted those the same color as the ceiling, but they were metal. So I didn't like that they were sticking out. You could kind of see them. So I
Gotcha.
added more panels in front of them so they're blocked.
Nice. Man,
think we get
yeah,
close
it
to the
looks
end.
great.
All JBL.
Yeah, all JBL synthesis.
Very nice, man. Very nice job at this. I mean, the fact that you did all this too. What are we looking at here?
Oh, you can see the magnets in that photo.
So
On
this is
top
just
of
a
the-
panel. What's
Right.
on the side? What's on the side over here?
Well, those are huge magnets. Those are pretty good size.
Yeah.
They're about-
the
they're-
round discs up there.
Yeah,
Is
they're
that what
about the
you're talking
size of about $50, and I got about 8 of them on there.
Yeah, those are not going to go anywhere.
No, you could hang from that thing. You could hang from there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
So
I made the
is-
cutouts because the speakers, the in ceiling JBLs,
Mhm.
and the other designer was just a little concerned with the sound not going through you getting blocked by the panel.
Okay.
So I did the cutouts there.
Even though you just used fabric made on the front and that was it?
Yep.
Huh. Looks like a video here.
Oh yeah, that's a video. I don't know if you want to watch it. It's up to you.
Let's go see the real thing.
This is the real thing. I'll stop with this.
You're probably better off watching the video. It's a good. It gives you a good run of the whole room.
All right. We'll go
With the
back.
camera, it might be too dark or too light. That's actually you're probably better off watching the video.
Put it full screen.
So what about solid core door? Did you do like a solid core door? or
The
anything?
door is like a 3-inch thick solid core door, and then I put a on the inside of the door so you wouldn't see the wood. What is it? What would that be called? Like the panels of the wood.
Mhm.
I put a skin on it. They put like a 1/8 thick wood skin on the whole door, which added weight and some density to the door.
Beautiful job, man. I mean, just beautiful.
you.
The fact that you did the majority of this work, you know, other than the drywall and the carpet, you did the majority of this work yourself. Did you build the baffle wall and stuff yourself too? Like the front wall?
I had a friend of mine is a carpenter, and he maybe was here about 3 or 4 times to help me out with some of those panels and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done it, but he definitely was doing a cleaner job than I would have ended up.
So
with.
what size is this screen? I think I
One,
forgot.
one. That's the panel that removes right there. 175-inch diagonal.
Oh wow, that's huge.
All right, let's talk equipment. You know, let's go to the room and talk about what type of equipment you got going on.
Okay. Okay.
I think we saw most of it.
Yeah, I
Wow, yeah.
overdid it with the pictures. That was the
Ah,
phone.
but
It's
we want a
good.
lot. We need a live view now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can move this iPad around.
Is this live or is this Memorex?
How do I spin my camera around? That's the next question.
If you tap on it, there should be a button that'll allow you to turn it around like a Just tap on the screen. There should be something that allow you to turn it. Maybe in your picture itself.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Let's back up here. I'm in my AV closet, so
All right, let's start there.
we'll start right here. Get the Kaleidoscape, AC Infinity, the JBL.
So that's the Trinoff version of the JBL of the.
I don't think
JBL,
it's a
right?
Trino version. It's the SDP 58. I think the 75 is the Trino
Okay.
version. And then I got the Mad VR, some Crown amps, the speaker power, and the audio control amps. I got myself a little desk here, so when my friend is doing calibrating with me, we have a place to work. Then you got the house rack. And the best part here, I got it.
Get the Kaleidoscape up there.
I got the automatic door there that closes. Because this is, when you got the air conditioners on there and everything, it gets a
Mhm.
little noisy. And I put because it works with the Apple Home, I put an automatic door closer,
Oh, nice.
and that
What
shuts it down completely.
what server did you get with the Kaleidoscape? Or
I have an 8 terabyte server,
okay,
which today on the podcast there, Ben Goff was kind of making fun of it a little bit. And basically, you guys saw the room already.
I mean, as I mentioned previously, I won't make fun of it because
He was
your-
just joking around.
your Kaleidoscape is not. Look, I mean, it's not a storage device. If you got millions and millions of dollars, okay, yeah, that's you
Right.
buy the 120 terabyte and you store all your movies. But I mean, if you're on a budget, that's not your storage device.
No.
All right, so we know you got 8 Seaton 18s, which is very nice. And then as far as the rear speakers, you got JBL Synthesis, right?
Yep. Yeah, the SCL 7s, SCL 6s for the wides, and the front stage is M2, JBL M2s.
Now that what you said you started off, I don't think we saw a different picture of. Now, are your front stage, are they still a tower, or
I
did
think
you?
that, yeah, that's still towers. I think the next couple pictures in my folder there was the front stage. You would, if you went back to those, you would see the front stage.
All right, yeah, we can go back to those once we're done. Oh yeah, I do see here that you got those now. Yep, I got them. Yeah, so we'll grab those once we wrap up with the actual. All right, so Mad VR, is that the
Envy Extreme.
okay? So that is the extreme version with the motion.
Yeah, I think they
interpolation.
just updated. I think they just came out with a newer model recently. They updated something on it.
All right, and what about the projector? You said you had it's a JVC
NZ9.
NZ9, so it's I have the NZ8, so you're on the previous version, right? But
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I can tell you're not missing nothing with that. And
No,
then,
I was even I went to Audio Advice last year, and I went to a show in Jersey a few months ago, and the guy from JVC had told me at Audio Advice, he says, just wait out for the next one.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do
Yeah.
too. Yep.
They were even like, it's an upgrade, but it's not worth it yet to make the move.
And then you put on I think we saw that you put on a Panamorph lens.
Yes. Yeah.
So I have one of those too. I've yet to install it. So did you try it with and without?
I did have it without it, and when Chris Deering came to do my calibration, he actually set it up and got it all going for me, and it did add light, because the 175-inch screen is a big screen for the NZ9.
Mm-hmm.
It's over what it's supposed to be doing, But
Yeah,
I've been
Chris
very
don't
happy.
like
I
them to
got,
be that
I got,
big.
yeah, I got no problem. To me, it looks beautiful though.
Yeah.
To me, it's fine. It's the size that it's
Yeah, the
that
immersiveness. Right?
immersiveness of it. It's just beautiful. The guys today on the podcast were telling me I should upgrade to a Hemdale, the Barco Hemdale.
Oh, Barkdale, him. Yeah,
He says that should be
Hyundai.
the next upgrade. Yeah, but we'll see. I gotta look into them down the road.
Yeah. The guy. Well, I'm sure. I don't know if Ryan's a Barco dealer or not. I know he has Christie,
He
but
probably does. Probably
I know
does.
that Abe is a big Barco.
Abe is a
Oh, yeah?
guy.
Yeah, that's on our channel all the time. So yeah,
When the time comes, I'll talk to him.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, no, I we definitely got to get out and hear some of these JBL synthesis theaters because Abe is also a huge JBL
Mhm.
proponent. You know, I'm not a huge horn fan, you know, or a compression horn type of setup there. But look, in Cedia, I thought it sounded really good
Yeah.
at Cedia. You know, when I did hear the synthesis systems there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm happy with him.
aesthetically, you've done a phenomenal job on the theater.
you.
You know, obviously we can't hear it, you know,
Thank you.
but I mean, just absolutely a really nice job overall of doing the entire theater. Didn't know that we were going to be doing a podcast and another podcast today.
I just coincidentally worked out today. Today was the podcast day. I turned on his show this morning. It was my room on there. He was halfway in already. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I watched one that they did the other day. I didn't realize that they were starting to do like I guess
Reviews, room reviews,
room reviews on
constructive criticism, but friendly, not
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think he's pulling a lot of it from AVS Forum or
Oh, I'm sure.
or something like that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, we definitely appreciate you joining us today and
Great to be here. It's nice to-
showing us your theater. You definitely have a beautiful theater there.
Thank you very
I'm gonna have
much.
to pick your brain for sure
Anytime. You got my email.
on some of the
Yeah.
stuff that you got
Yeah.
going on there.
The color combo is fantastic in there.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
it's dark. It's on the dark side, but it definitely has a little bit of style to it. It looks good. It
That was a
blends
quick-
well.
There was a question on the RT60.
Oh, a good friend of mine does all my calibration. I have to ask him. I forget what the RT60 is. I've done. I have to find out. That I would have to post later. I'm
So the
not sure.
JBL synthesis that you have, does that do direct?
It does, yes.
So are
Yeah,
you
he's
using
got
direct art?
Yes, yeah. Not
Okay.
art, just direct.
Just
We
direct.
didn't do, I'm plan to in the next few months upgrade to a Trinoff, and I'm actually in the next couple days. There was a few more pictures in there. I built two GSG 24s,
Oh
and
wow.
those are ready to go in. So in the next couple days, as soon as I get back from vacation in 2 weeks, we're going to be installing the 24s in the front stage, and those are the M2s.
Are you keeping the 8s and the 24s?
Yeah, I'm keeping the 18s, and I'm going to add the 24s to the front for a little infrasonic. I want to
Okay.
add a little bit, and then in the future, I'm going to be adding hopefully a Trinoff and maybe do some waveforming. That was the front stage when the HDIs were in there.
Okay. And then of course it's gonna give me trouble now.
Too many clicks.
Let's do this. Stop sharing.
You could skip it. I think there was like two pictures of them or something in that folder. I forget that front stage.
I don't think iCloud can keep up. Let's see here.
I had too many pictures. I kept you guys here late tonight.
Not a problem. Not a problem. We needed a good tour anyway, so
Yeah, we like the tours. It's
Yep.
we always get some idea or
Yeah,
what-
that's what I like to
Mhm.
watch. I like to get different
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, you start seeing a lot of the same similar stuff, but there's always something, always
Right.
some minor detail that you're like,
Yep.
oh wow. It's like, oh, that's a great idea.
Yep.
oh, that's
Yeah.
with the new ones, right?
Yeah, that's the M2s now. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And here we start the GIK build.
The
Ah.
GSG
GSG.
build.
GSG build. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now, did you buy a kit for these or?
I bought the kit from GSG, and I just the other day they delivered the stereo integrity speakers, the woofers.
Oh,
These
wow.
things are huge.
They're monsters. They're
The
so
first
much
time you
bigger.
see and
They're
hold
so much
them.
bigger in real life. When you get them, I was
Right.
like, oh my God.
So where are you going to put those? You said in the front stage?
I'm gonna stack those underneath the 18s in the front. I got
Okay.
no other spot for them. I got no place for them. I think I just wanted to build something. I don't really think I need them, but I just wanted to build them.
Well, look,
I think I had more fun building them.
I had Youth Man at my house the other day. And he agreed, just like everybody else agreed, that I don't need any more bass in my room. And I got eight 15s. You got 8 18s.
Yeah.
And you're adding 2 24s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But infrasonic, Don. It's gonna be infrasonic. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
No, for sure.
Things
I
are gonna
agree.
dig deep.
They came out great.
There's
The guys. Oh,
automatic
that's
door
the power. A video of the power door that I put in the AV closet here.
closer. I think
So you
I've
can
come
s-
to the last picture.
Yeah, that's the. You saw the AV closet already. That's. Yep, that's it.
Hiding the sound for sure, or dampening the sound.
Oh, it definitely, you don't hear nothing. When that door closes, you don't hear nothing from this closet. Yeah, and that's it.
Man, what a beautiful theater! I love.
Thank you very much.
I really love the design on the back. Really took it to the next level for me because
Yeah. I'm
I've
so glad I did that because the curtain looked so.
yeah, and I've been thinking for something like that. I actually found, because my rear wall is only normal stud bay, so and I'm using bookshelf speakers.
Right.
So when I do this, I was going to build a frame around them, and obviously it's going to pop out to kind of hide that. It's going to be like 12 inches off the wall, right?
Right.
And I was looking at something else that had like different dimensions of little squares,
Right.
to where they're all different sizes,
Mhm.
and that way it would, maybe I make a
Blend
couple.
in. It would
Yeah,
kinda blend in and make it-
correct. And I was also looking at something just like you had. And it literally formed a face. Like you can
I
get
think
it.
I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen what you're talking about.
It's like a piece of wood
It's a piece of artwork, kind of.
Yeah,
It almost
correct.
looks
Yep.
artistic. Yeah, I know. I think I've seen that.
And I was thinking about something like that too. So with you doing that, that's really nice. If you don't mind me asking, what does something like that run you?
The acoustics, off the top, I know they weren't cheap. They were. I think they came in packs of 4 or. Oh God, I would have to go look at my receipts, but that wall cost a couple $1,000 by the time I was done with the wall, because I did it pretty wide. Originally, he was going to do it a little narrower, but
No, it's
the
worth
more
every
I
penny of
added,
it.
yeah, it was worth every penny. But I'm
Yeah.
going to say that wall probably cost at least probably 3 or 4,000 at least.
No,
do
it's
that
still
wall
worth
and
every
panels.
penny of
Yeah.
it, just for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal. It really does.
Thank you.
So before I let you go, I haven't asked this to very many people, but you kind of mentioned some upgrades, but what would you do differently? If or what do you
The
plan?
one thing I'm always stuck on is differently. If I had to change anything, it would have been to build more of a soundproof room that I really wouldn't have to worry about upstairs so much. But it's not the end of the world. It doesn't stop me. But that's the one thing I probably would have done a little different.
Once those 24s hit, they're going to stop you.
You are correct.
Once those 24s hit, that is going to stop you for sure.
Anytime over the last 2 years, whenever a new subwoofer came in, it was always a timing of getting them into the basement without anybody seeing them.
Oh yeah, that's why you got them covered up. You don't want anybody to know how
yeah.
many you got there.
That's
He
awesome.
still thinks there's 2.
We only
Like,
saw two. We only saw
That's
two.
it, that's
so.
it.
Yeah, I only saw 2 at a
We
time.
only saw two.
Well, John, you got the link, man. Anytime that you want to join us, feel free to just come talk home theater. I don't know if you have friends that you talk home theater with, or if you got an opinion on something that we're doing. You got the
Will
link.
do.
You're welcome to join us whenever you want. Pop in, pop out. Really
Will do.
enjoyed touring your theater. It's
Well,
it's
it was my
definitely
pleasure.
world class. You
You guys know how it is when you do say you like to show it off a little bit. You like people to
No,
see.
for sure, man. I mean, it's
nice.
beautiful.
Thank you
It,
very much.
it is
guys.
absolutely gorgeous of what you put together there. I'm very envious of what you got going on there, especially those 818s that you
Yeah.
got. So, and
Yeah.
and now even more 24s. So,
Yeah.
what are you going to use to power the 24s? More
I bought
speaker
another
power?
speaker power. Yeah, GSG sold it as a package. The speaker power amp, the 2
Okay.
woofers, and the 2 kits.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Won't put you on the spot for price. Maybe somebody else is watching, but or what you got into the theater. I know you got countless hours of doing this, so yeah, your time is invaluable for sure, right? So
Yeah, it's up there. I try to add it up, and then I try to
try to
not add it
forget
up.
real quick. So why Seaton? Why not JTR? Why not SVS?
See, well, I was dealing with Zach from the screening room, and he was pretty positive that the Seaton was going to do the job that I was looking for it to do, and he was right. I got no complaints. They definitely shake the room up. They do what they're supposed to do, so I'm very happy. And they fit in the back there. They were the right depth. They're behind the screen models. They definitely have a form that worked with what I was using them for.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, look, we definitely appreciate you sharing the theater with us. Guys, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email at hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. Now, if you have an elaborate theater like John has, or if you have a living room system, we're interested, man. We want to see what you are enjoying. Doesn't matter to us. We just want to enjoy the hobby with you. Please do all that great YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. Make sure to check out Upscaled HT and subscribe to Adrian's channel over there. And then, as usual, until next time, lights down, sound up, and don't blame us for your
Don
next.
for your next upgrade.
Don't blame us for your Kaleidoscape K upgrade that you'll order from Don at Horizon Theater 2020 at gmail.com. Thank you guys for joining. John,
Have a
hang
good
on
night,
for a
guys.
minute. All right. Don't hang up.
You got it.
Yeah.